Alrighty, hello, and good day. How is everyone doing? This is a bit of a first for us. New stream time, new stream game. Same person. Don't know why you're here, really. But welcome if you are here, or if you're watching this back in the VOD later, because we are going to be getting into the new Oblivion remaster. And I am stupid keen for this. I put this in the oh, stream's kind of lagging. Might just be you. No? Oh, God damn, really? This is how we're starting things off today? Laggy stream. Sweet, love it. Let me do a quick bit of troubleshooting. See if I can see anything on my end. Looks like it should be okay. It's running the right number of frames. Mic seems fine, that seems fine. Not lagging for Grey this time. Okay, we should be alright then. If it's not lagging for Grey, then everyone else should be okay. I would say, maybe, yeah, that looks alright. Always try and test as much as I can before getting into the stream, but sometimes things just break as soon as you actually start streaming to YouTube. YouTube does dumb things. But yeah, I imagine a few people already know about this game because it's kind of been making headlines everywhere, and I did put this in the post on both YouTube social and in Discord as well, but this game was a massive piece of my childhood. So I am really excited to get into it because I sunk hundreds, if not thousands of hours into the original Oblivion. And that's off the back of putting hundreds, if not thousands of hours into Morrowind. So, kind of done my time with it, and it holds a very nostalgic place for me, but I want to take a look at this game and try and remove it from the nostalgia and see if it still holds up today. That's kind of my question, because when you talk about the Elder Scrolls as a series, a lot of people look very favourably upon games like Skyrim, because it's the most recent version. And then you've got the other camp of people that look very favourably upon Morrowind because it was deeper, more immersive, it played more into like the RPG leanings of the genre, and it was a more interesting world space to actually do things in. And I'm actually inclined to agree. I think Morrowind was incredibly interesting and is still up there as like my favourite setting of the three main games that people have played, not counting Arena and Daggerfall. Those ones are extremely niche even today. But I want to see if we take one of the older games and remaster it, does that then bring it into something which is more acceptable for the masses in this day and age? Can it be redeemed? And I have to say, the biggest thing for me is that Oblivion is just known for its jank. From what I've seen, it looks like they've retained a lot of the jank for this. Now, let's jump over into the game itself, because it is booted up and ready to go. Here we are. We are going to be actually playing with controller. Controller is working today, thank God. And that's simply because for first-person games, I find it's a little bit easier to see what's going on when using controller to actually look around, because the camera is a little bit smoother. Other than that, I have tried to spoil myself as little as possible, despite the internet being flooded with stuff about Oblivion in recent days. Again, like, how much can I be spoiled? I've already played through the game. But the thing is that I played through the game back in like 2008, 2009. So I don't really remember all that much about the game because, funnily enough, I've played thousands of hours of other games between then and now. So I remember the basics. I remember bits of the setting. I remember the spoilers for the main story towards the end of the game. But the other thing that I did, because I was a teen and modding was very well underway by the time I got into the game, was I played a modded version of Oblivion using a mod compilation called Oscuro's Oblivion Overhaul, which basically completely reworked Oblivion with... it removed the scaled leveling system so that certain areas of the game were just always harder than others, which I think made for a very, very different gaming experience. So weirdly enough, it means I'm going to be going into this kind of fresh, which I'm keen for. So yes, the whole purpose of this is I want to take a first look at it, see how it stacks up against the original, and see if it feels like it's still going to be relevant to play in this day and age. Now, real quick, hello to everyone that's hanging out in chat. I figured this stream, given that it's a different time and that it's one dedicated game and not our usual Wheel of Misfortune, we're probably going to get a smaller crew in today, but that's all good. Maximum Cheese was here early. Guy Does Things. Yes, this is indeed a 16-year-old game. This game, in some countries, is old enough to vote, I think? Potentially drink alcohol? Like, this game's doing well for itself. Sander, hello and welcome. Gray, how you doing? Who else have we got here? Oh, Maximum Cheese, you did make it in for the start of the stream. Excellent. Glad to hear, mate. And then I saw... Oh, I'm gonna never be able to pronounce that. Ichzoi? Ichzoi. How you doing, Ichzoi? Saw a Mudcrab the other day. Yes. The voice lines in this game, or at least in the classic version, are so good. My favorite little bit of Oblivion lore from the original was that there was one particular voice line. I can't remember what it said. I remember it was a female line. But they actually did a bad take of the line, swore, apologized, and then redid the line. And rather than cutting it and only including the redone line, they included the entire thing in the base game. So there is a line that's in there where the voice actor swears because they stuff it up, and it's brilliant. You can't wait for Ground to jump all over the place. Yeah, that's how you train athletics. You got to do it. Yes, there are some minor changes to this. So it is technically a remaster, not a remake, but there's enough changes in there that some people are arguing that it should be a remake. They have reworked the leveling. You still level up by doing things, but the way you allocate points now is different. I believe they've also reworked the combat to be a little bit more dynamic. They've changed how some of the attributes impact different things. They have added in sprint, which was not in the original, which blows my mind because that feels like it should have been a basic inclusion. And there was also, there's a dodge function, but it's only available when you reach a certain level of athletics or acrobatics. So yeah, there's a bit that they did change, but they've kept the base of it the same. Just quickly, how's the audio levels going? Have we got the music in a good spot? I've also played with the mic settings a little bit so that it should peak a little bit less frequently than it used to as well. Hopefully things are sounding good. What else did I miss here? They did change the level up system. Ground's trying to avoid spoilers though, so I don't know if I should say. I've seen a little bit, so to give you an idea, I did test this game a couple of days ago because I had heard there were some performance issues on certain graphics cards, and I wanted to make sure that for a stream it would work well, which is why there is a continue button down there. If you look on Steam, you'll see that I've put technically 90 minutes into the game, but all I have done is clear the tutorial and get out into the main world because that's where the lag has been. And I wanted to make sure that we were at least getting a consistent 50 to 60 frames per second, and we were able to, but only on 2K resolution, not 4K. So we are going to be creating a new character because I want to show you the tutorial because it is one of the most iconic parts of the game, and for good reason. But also because I want to go through the character creation, and rather than creating the character that I want to play, I want to create the character that you want to see, and I think that's going to be the fun. Guy Does Things, I don't really think this is a remake. It uses the original code and only uses Unreal as a renderer. Exactly. That's not a remake, it is a remaster. The base, like, pieces of the game are still there. Hey, God, just here too, you're sleeping, you should stop pinging people on general. I swear to only use that power for good. Alright, let's get into it. We're going to start a new game. And we can enjoy
I was born 87 years ago. For 65 years,
graphics
I ruled as
overhaul is
Tamriel's emperor.
incredible. But I'm pretty sure they've still got Patrick Stewart as the emperor.
I've never been the ruler of my own dreams.
Oh, shut up now.
I have seen the gates of Oblivion, beyond which no waking eye may see. Behold, in darkness, a doom sweeps the land.
this looks so good. The Dremora got a bit of a glow up. I do have to say, I think the Oblivion realms themselves were one of the weakest parts of the game.
This is the 27th of last seed, the year of Akatosh 433. These are the closing days of the third era and the final hours of my life.
Oh yeah, the dinosaur-looking guys have always been there. The smaller ones with the frill neck kind of things are the clan fear. I think the larger ones are actually just danger. This music is just iconic. Yeah, the first Oblivion gate is cool, and then they make you do it time and time again. It just gets a little bit repetitive. They do shake them up. Each one is slightly different with its own themes, but they're not different enough. And I have to admit, like, one of the things I'm most excited for with this is to see what the modding scene can do with the game enhanced to this level. Because so many of, like, Skyrim's mods were focused on improving graphical fidelity. So if we give them something that's already got graphical fidelity, what are they going to do? Alright, we are here. It is time for character creation, and oh boy, they did not hold back with this. So, to give you an idea, you've got your standard 10 races. This is always the same. Breton's the Imperial, sorry, is the default class. They have bumped this up really, really well. Like, if you go back and, like, just in a separate tab, go and open up, like, the standard base version Oblivion character creator, you'll be greeted with nothing but potato-looking faces. They're everywhere. But here, we've got actual detail. What surprises me, though, is that they have kept the character creation menu pretty much exactly the same as the original, in that there are no presets other than, like, one per race. You don't have, like, oh, this is phase 1, phase 2, phase 3 with some, like, hand sculpted options to look at. But you gotta admit, the default ones look pretty damn good. Yeah, the Khajiit look a little bit weird. It's like their faces look slightly puffy compared to the Skyrim versions. But yeah, the amount of creativity you can have in here is wild. Now, the character that I've created for my own playthrough is actually a Dark Elf, because I wanted to go more towards that playstyle. However, what I thought we'd do today is we'd have a little bit of fun, and I am happy to make a character that is either as handsome or horrendous as possible with the help of all of you. And because what I want to do for purely just today, and maybe we'll do a bit more of a playthrough if people are interested in it, is I want to make Larry. We need Larry in this game. The world of the Elder Scrolls needs Larry. We know what's about to happen to the Emperor, and in his time of need, who should be there but the person who has already seen it all? Larry. So the question is, to start with, what race would Larry be? And I would love for you guys to contribute to this so that we can have a little bit of fun with it. Because I want to play this up. Sanders has a Nord with a massive chin. I was thinking, like, do we go, like, just uber Chad style, like, massive square jaw? Or do we flip it the other way and go, actually, Larry is big braining this, and he needs to be a character with the biggest brain possible. It's Joy says Larry is an orc. Eagle says Larry is a basement dweller. Well, both of those things can be true. Basement dwelling orc. Maybe that's the way that we go. Would Big Brain Larry be a mage? Honestly, for my own playthrough, I'm leaning towards mage because part of the fun jank with this game is in the magic system. So it would feel kind of bad just to go for a melee playstyle and not go down that route. Gray, yes, coming in with the absolutely brilliant negotiating tactic. Why not both? Massive chin and brain. You know what? We could do that. Make him look like... It's called the hourglass figure, right? I know the hourglass figure is meant to be for your entire body, but we can make it for just the face, right? Really wide on top, really wide on bottom, narrow in the middle. Tall Larry, yes. Have you heard of the high elves? Ooh, would Larry be a high elf? Someone suggested we have Larry as an orc. Someone else suggested Argonian. Someone else suggested Larry as a house cat. I mean, that could kind of be fun. Larry the house cat, I kind of like. High elves are the tallest race from memory, so if we wanted to have really tall Larry, we could. But I don't know, to me, I don't think that Larry is tall. When I think about Larry, I think about someone that's like a little bit more short and stocky. So I would say, let's hear it from you guys. Should we go for Larry as a Khajiit or Larry as an orc? Larry the lizard does have alliteration going for it. Otherwise, he's Larry the Lork. Because he's lurking in the basement. And someone just unsubscribed. Very, very sorry. So, I'll let you get your votes in. I think it's going to be between those two. Do we go Khajiit or Orc? Because that way we can make a... Like, if we want a truly horrendous looking character, you have to go for an Orc. Because... You know what? That sounds kind of racist now I say it out loud. Huh. Well, no going back now. In for a penny, in for a pound. Orcs are truly the most terrifying. Now, while you're thinking about that, I do love that they have included a little bit of, you know, just customization and background for each of the different styles. You know, got here the people of Hrothgardian and Dragontail Mountains. Orcish armorers are prized for their craftsmanship. Orc troops in heavy armor are the finest among the Empire and fearsome using their berserker rage. And then you can choose between Stronghold or Orsinium. Doesn't actually really change anything as far as I can tell, but just a nice little bit of background. Wasn't the original Larry green? No, the original Larry... Wait. No, the original Larry was the miner. They were just a human. It was the... What did they call them? Oh, they weren't gnomes. They were... Oh, the leprechauns. Were the green things. Yeah, the original Larry was from those guys, those bastards, trying to steal our gold. Pizza Guy votes a green Khajiit, bit of middle ground. You know what? Yes, I'm cool with that. We can do a green Khajiit. What's the difference here? And a queen, Hearth's region where you live and train your body, try to defend yourself, bare fists. I mean, that could be fun. Just punch everything. Your parents lived in Palatine, and your childhood memories of Phil playing, running around the jungles or pristine beaches. How are you making your first owner? Oh, goddamn. It was not my intent, but it might be what we're doing. We're going to stay as male, and we'll keep relatively young, but, I mean, the age slider doesn't really seem to do anything other than turn you into a cheetah. So, there's that, I guess. Nope, those spots are always there. Can't actually tell. Turns out Khajiits don't age. And then you also have a complexion slider, which, cool, just makes things a little bit darker. So far, nothing out of the ordinary. But when we get into the head, now we can do some interesting things. So, we want to make a very nice hourglass figure, I think. So, let's start with the jaw, actually. What's the best way to... Ooh, this might be a bit tricky to control on here, actually. Let's see how we go. Jaw, retracted or jutting? Like, yeah, okay, you can start to see that. We can pull that right in, but we want a big jaw, so I think we've got to have that really, really jutting out. Oh yeah, there we go. That looks good. We're going to go super wide. I mean, look, if you don't do the sliders all the way to an extreme, are you really doing character creation, right? So that's now going to annoy me. Bethesda, devs, get on this. Why does one slider go to 100 and one slider go to 99? I want that additional 1% wideness on my jaw, please. I expect that to be patched within the week. Yeah, literally unplayable. That's ridiculous. Jaw slope. Do we want a high slope? Oh yeah. That's bringing the jowls down. We want that. Concave or convex? I think we're in convex. Let's make that jaw a little bit You get that. Oh, actually, I want to go the other way. Let's have a look. Can I see any change? Not really. That one's not doing a lot there. Let's go back the other way again. Yeah, no, it's still definitely better this side. Definitely better on this side. Okay, perfect. There we go. Love it. What else can we do? We don't really touch the mouth just yet. So let's go back up and let's do the forehead. We're going to do an absolutely tiny forehead. As small as possible. Yeah, this guy's... Oh, hey, but we want it to be tall. We just want it to be narrow. Yeah, there we go. That's lifting up. Nice. Backward or forward? I mean, you have to admit, like, the amount of things that you can sculpt in this one is actually quite incredible. Yeah, I think we're going to go that way. Bring it forward, make it more prominent. Excellent. Alright, let's go to the face itself. Brow, nose, chin ratio. What does this do? I have to say, it's actually kind of hard to see some of this stuff on the Khajiit. Their face seems to be... Oh no, there we go. That's making his mouth much bigger. Yeah, there we go. We want that. Forehead, cillian, nose. Ooh, I think that's going to be one that we go the other way. That just made his nose way wider? No, it was already that wide. Yeah, I think we want to go on that side. Okay, cool. Light or heavy? Go light, so his face is a little bit thinner in the middle. I think if we go the other way, that's going to make him look heavier. Yeah. Oh god. Here's the king. He has been hungry. No. Larry's been in the basement for years upon years. He's been starving. Keep him on this side. There we go. Gaunt or round. We're going to make him very gaunt. Make those cheeks nice and thin. Perfect. And then thin on this side as well. Bring it right in. Oh, there we go. There we go. He's very streamlined. He's going to be running through the breeze. Going so very, very, very fast. Brow. Let's think about this a little bit more. We can raise that up to be a bit higher, I think. Lift that right up. Good. Inner ridge also right up. We've got to really stretch it up there. Outer ridge also right up. He's going to be in a constant state of surprised. Excellent. Mars, Red Planet, hello, how are you doing? Welcome, and you are welcome to jump in and start contributing to our character as well. We're going to want some concave cheeks. We're going for a nice hourglass figure here. Make the cheeks more gaunt as well. Yeah, there we go. You can start to see it, actually. You can really start to see that hourglass figure if you look around the shape of the mouth, and then you've got a nice little divot in up around the eyes. We are getting the hourglass figure that we always wanted. Cheekbones, do we want to raise those up or lower them down? I think up might be the way to go. Ooh, yeah, because going down, that smooths it out. We can't have smooth lines here. We want it very nice and high. Here we go. It'll look real different, get rid of the sideburns. I don't know if we can. We'll take a look at hair in a moment. Shallow or pronounced, we're going to go super shallow. Yeah, we don't need cheekbones. Or actually, or do we? Because that might help accentuate the hourglass figure. Oh yeah, I'd take it back. Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's more like it. Perfect. Thin or wide? No, we want wide. Wide cheekbones. Yeah. That's more like it. That's going to give us a bit more definition up on the top of the head there. Excellent. Chin, we've got more. I love how they separate chin, jaw, and mouth. They're all the same region, really. Backwards or forwards? I feel like we need a very prominent jaw. So let's bring the chin forward. Gonna make it more pronounced. Yes, please. Nice big jaw. Oh, yeah. Now we're getting closer to Chadicus vibes. Jutting jaw. Oh, yeah. Shallow or deep? I think we go deep. Yeah, look at that. There we go. It's starting to protrude more and more forward. This is brilliant. He's going to be a very aerodynamic Khajiit. We're going to be running fast all over the place. Make it large. We want a chin that is like so big and so sharp that you could actually use it as a weapon in combat. Perfect. There we go. Oh, look at that. And we'll make it. Do we want to go wide? Yeah, we've got to go wide. Otherwise, we're not staying true to the hourglass figure. We've got to be wide at the bottom, wide at the top, thin in the middle. Eyes, I don't really mind too much, but let's see if anything happens if we do try and move them up a little bit. Yeah, that's helping with what we want. Oops, hang on, sorry. Went to the wrong menu there. We could make them bigger, and that will help, you know, draw your gaze upwards more into that part of the hourglass. I like it. Inward tilt, outward tilt. Can't really see that making too much difference there, but we're going to go outward. We've got to go further. No, further apart, not together. Further apart. That's going to make that wider at the top. Oh, yes. Oh, we're looking beautiful. Oh, we look so good. Face we've already done. Forehead we've done. Jaw we've done. Mouth. Okay, here we go. Mouth. We drawn or pursed? I think we're drawn. I think this one's actually better just stayed in the middle, to be honest. That way it's dropping the jaw down, but then it lifts back up again, because that's just between the top and the bottom lips. So we're going to leave that in the middle. Don't worry about stand happy. You can be neutral. Low or high? Oh, we're going to be low. We have a very long face. Retracted. Oh, protruding. Absolutely protruding. Here we go. Bring that out. Excellent. Tilt downwards. Actually, I don't know about that. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, there we go. That's more like it. That's what we want. Underbite over. I think we want underbite. That brings the jaw out that way. If we go overbite, which way does that move it? No, that makes the top bigger. We want the bottom bigger. Here we go. Yeah. All the way that way. Excellent. Mouth chin distance. I think we want this to be long. It's just like he's doing a slow smile there. Oh, it's beautiful. Go the other way. I think it was better on the other side. Oh, we are creating a monstrosity and I love it. So this is the thing, like, if it was a character I was actually planning on playing for hours upon hours, I would never do this. God, every time I turn and look back front on, I'm like, oh god, what are we doing? Deflated or inflated? Ooh, if we go deflated, that narrows it a little bit at the top. That's staying more true to our hourglass figure, I think. Okay, that's good. We can also put the squeeze in that way a little bit if we want to as well. Let's take a look at it on the other side. Let's see if that's more what we want. I mean, that's closer to the Chad jawline, but I think we go small just because it's actually kind of hilarious. Yeah, there we go. Retracted or puckered? I don't think we're going to be able to see much of a difference. I don't know, retracted might be the way to go. Yeah, no, retracted, definitely. Alright, perfect. Loving it. And then the nose. I actually don't think we're going to need to do too much with the nose. Oh, no, actually, we can raise the nose upwards. Yes. Excellent. Flat or pointed, I think we need to be pointy. Again, we want an additional weapon on our face. Short or tall? Let's have a look at short. Raise it up that way. No, I think we need a big nose. Yes. Look at that. A gorgeous honker on him. Tilt up or down? I think we want tilt up. Glorious. Like I said, though, the amount of customization that is in this is, frankly, unnecessary. Especially considering that you're going to spend most of the game with something covering your face. That's the reality of things. You're not going to see this most of the time. Region, concave or convex? Let's go concave. That should narrow it on the sides. Yes, excellent. That's what we want. Oh, God. It's joy. Absolutely. That's the direction we're taking this in. Bridge, shallow or deep? I think we want a deep bridge. No, other way. Shallow bridge. That makes even more of a nose. There we go. Look at that side profile. We want short or long. We want a long bridge. Yep, that brings it down. Oh, God. Nostrils. It's got to be large nostrils. It has to be. Oh, actually, no, if we're thinking string-lined, aerodynamic Khajiit, small. Makes it more pointy. Yes, there we go. Thin or wide? I think we want thin. Yeah, there we go. Like a knife. Yeah, let's just check if I go wide. Oh, I don't know, actually. Wide's pretty good. I think actually wide's the way to go, yeah. A little bit more definition on there. Tilt down or up. Oh, got to tilt up. Everything's tilting up. Yes. Beautiful. Celian. He looks like an axe. Exactly. This Khajiit is a living weapon. That's how we want it to be. Do we make this... I think we go shallow on this. Yep, bring that right in. Down or up? I think we go down. Yep, excellent. Get some nice definition there between the eyes and the nose. Thin or wide? We go thin. That's bringing that in. I think we need to go wide. That helps us keep that lovely hourglass figure at the top of the head there. Yeah, look at that. Perfect. Wouldn't you want to just give this kitty some pats? What a lovely kitty. I can't even see why that's changing. But that's definitely what we want. Oh, yeah. That side profile is amazing. Just a boing and then straight back again. He looks like a bird. Yes, this cat was born to fly. All right, so there we go. And now we have tone as well. So we can think about the eyes. We want some eyes that stand out. Like, we want this guy to be seen, right? So we need something that's going to be quite bright. Green's not bad. Do we have anything brighter? Just, yep, totally blind. Larry's been in the basement too long. Can't see anything anymore. Don't like those. Those are like dark elf eyes. Not a fan of the bloodshot look. But again, it is giving a lot of choice. Oh, good point. We want to be the green cat. Brenton, hello. How are you doing, mate? Thanks for stopping by the stream. Oh, dear. Ooh, white anime protagonist style? No, let's... I think we have to go for like one of the cat eye styles. So let's go with... I think we're going to have to go with green eyes because we're going to be a green cat. If we've got to play into the theme, right? What else we've got here? Skin, eyelids, pale red. I can barely see what that's changing. Oh no, there we go. No, we're gonna leave that down. And then you've got makeup options as well for eyeshadow. We'll come back to that. We need to think about our fur color because we want to be neon freaking green. There we go. We've got to make sure that if we're, you know, in the middle of the night, stealth is not an advantage that we have. Pattern, hang on, where's my thing gone? Pattern color, the patterns, we've got to have a slightly different color that's going to stand out for a pattern though. I think, do we have like more of a yellow? Or we could go neon pink. Yeah, pink. Pink on green is going to look delightful. Yeah, there we go. Now I look like I've gone to a rave. Yeah, that's oh, beautiful. All right, wonderful. We are camouflaged. And as for fur style, not as many choices like, oh, but we have a length option. Either go shorter or longer. I think we need to go longer. We're a kitty who's been in a jail for quite some time. We're going to look a bit unkempt. Do we go the fro? We could. We absolutely could go for the fro. Interesting that you don't have facial hair options that you can actually pick. They're built in. Ooh, go bald. I mean, we could. So many choices. All right, here we go. So we've got 1, 2. Damn. Oh, I could see that going Super Saiyan. 3. Okay, nice little neat braid at the back. 4, we've got bandana and some little, I don't know what you call those. Not dreadlocks, but some little braided bits on the side. That's 5. 6. 7. 8 with the top knot. 9 with the bigger top knot. 10, we go for the mohawk. 11, bigger mohawk. 12 is an abomination. And 13 is pretty neutral, to be honest. I'd be down for pretty much any of these. I don't know if you guys have got a preference. Oh yeah, Pizza Guy Joe, green eyeshadow too. Absolutely, we need to go that way. Grail, since you're playing as an orange cat, you're going to purposely cause chaos. Yes. And I think you're right, Ijsoy. If we're playing for chaos, then absolutely we need the biggest mohawk possible. Ready Archie Sonic comic character. Just about, yeah. I mean, this guy's going to go fast. I think we're going to have to play into some kind of like agility or speed build. I think that's going to be the way that we do things. We can't go for stealth. That's not on. Not with this character. Alright, I think that's about all we can do on there. But yeah, like I said, it's nice to see that it's in like quite extensive what you can do here. Alright, character name. This is Larry. We've locked it in. And yeah, intelligent, quick, agile. I don't know about that first one, but quick and agile, definitely. Can scare opponents? Yes. We are leaning into the strength. Sees in the dark. We've kind of flipped that one round. It's not that we can see in the dark, it's that they can see us in the dark. Higher in strength. Yeah, the strength of surprise. Although, now I'm thinking about it, do we actually want to change the eye color? Do we have a more pinkish option to go with? Yeah, our fur pattern. What do you think? Green or pink for the eyes, guys? Didn't really end up big head for magic, but that's alright. Our magic is stored in our mohawk. It is. And the more magical we become, the larger the mohawk will become. Yeah, pink for contrast. Okay, cool. I did like that. Like, you can see it pop a little bit more. The green actually doesn't stand out much there, but the pink, oh yeah, we're shining with the pink. I'm loving that nose and that jaw. The nose is very Sonic OC. Guys, this is my Sonic OC. No stealing. Thank you. This is totally unique. Here we go. All right, let's get into it. Although I will say one thing that I'm slightly annoyed about with the game is that it does not have recognition for PlayStation controllers in terms of the glyphs that it presents. But otherwise, that's okay. All right, we're here in all of its glory. And just like for a moment,
wake up,
look
kitty,
at it.
Kitty. That's it. There's a rat in my cell, Khajiit. A fat, tasty rat.
This guy's
Does
psychotic.
the kitty want it? Is the kitty hungry?
But I love how he's got
You'd better
unique
take whatever you
dialogue
can get in here, Khajiit.
for every race
they don't
that you
feed
select.
the new prisoners. Didn't you know that? First, they starve you. Then, they beat you.
Do they now?
Then, if you're lucky, they kill you. That's right. You're going to die in here.
Oh, you're welcome to think that, but
Hey,
you're forgetting
you hear
that I
that?
have the power of the
gods are
protagonist
coming
on my side.
For you.
I have plot armor. Until I don't. Alright. Yeah, this is how I remember the game looking when I played it back in the day.
The messenger only said they were attacked.
No, they're dead. I know it.
I know it.
What's
Hello,
this
Patrick
prisoner
Stewart.
doing here? This cell is supposed to be off limits.
Did he still jingle? They
Usual
do.
mix up with the watch.
Excellent.
Never mind. Get that gate open.
They
Stand
sway
back, prisoner.
and jingle just
We won't
like in the
hesitate
old
to
days.
kill you if you get in our way.
You, prisoner, stand aside.
I don't want to
Over
stand by the window. Make
Stay
me.
out of the way and you won't get hurt.
Fine.
Prisoner, stand away from the door.
I'm standing
Over
away
by
from the door.
window
There you
now.
go.
No sign of pursuit, sir.
Stay
I love
put,
how they've
prisoner.
Good.
kept
Let's
the
go.
some
We're
of
not
the
out of this
original voice
yet.
lines. They've added in new ones.
You. I've seen you.
They've
me
retained
see
so many
your
of the
face.
originals, but
You are
fixed
the
up
one
the
from
audio.
my dreams. Then the stars were right. And this is the day. Gods give me strength.
Yeah, I'm so sorry if this is what you saw in your dreams.
Assassins attacked my sons, and I am next.
I
My
also love
blades
that
are
they
leading
kept
me
the
out of the
original
city
dialogue
along a
style.
secret escape route. By chance, the entrance to that escape route leads through your cell.
Why am I in
Perhaps
jail?
the gods have placed you here so that we may meet. As for what you have done, it does not matter. That
I'm glad
is
you
not
think so.
what you will be remembered
I think there's a
for.
jailer somewhere that would disagree with you, though. Because I always love that as a plot thing. Like, why are you asking the Emperor why you're in jail? The Emperor has no idea why you're in jail. That's just admin. They just get a report that says how many prisoners are currently occupying the jail. They don't get names or details.
I am your emperor, Uriel Septim. By the grace of the gods, I serve Tamriel as her ruler. You are a citizen of Tamriel, and you too shall serve her in your own way.
I don't serve anyone. I go my own way.
So
and I
do
go
we
fast.
all. But what path can be avoided whose end is fixed by the almighty gods?
Please, sire, we must keep moving.
I don't think Larry believes in gods. That's the thing. Larry doesn't need
Better not
gods. Larry
close this
is a
one.
god.
There's no way to open it from the other side.
This
All right.
doesn't concern you,
Looks
prisoner.
like this is your lucky day.
I mean, I think this does
out of our
concern
way.
me, to be perfectly honest. You guys barged into my cell. But yeah, they've taken full advantage of Unreal Engine 5. It looks absolutely stunning. And just
This
for
doesn't-
context as well, so that you can see. Where are we? Here. These are the current settings. So it's currently on a 2K resolution. I can get through the indoor sections on 4K resolution, but once we're outdoors, it can't maintain 60 FPS. We're limiting frame rate to 120. Actually, I can drop that. It shouldn't be limited to 60. Doesn't make sense. You can see my FPS in the top right corner if you want to see how it's going. And for reference, I'm using a 3070 Ti. And then the settings down here, I do have it customized slightly. So I've got something set to ultra, something set to high. So we're on the higher end of what this is capable of doing from a graphical fidelity standpoint, but not as high as it
Doesn't
could go.
concern you, prisoner.
Quiet. and stay
The
out of
environments
the way.
in 4K on ultra look absolutely insane. Yeah, I agree, Brendan. Like, you know that the game looks more high def,
Close
but you
up
can't
left.
help look at it and go,
Protect the
it looks
Emperor.
the same. Oh, look at our green fists.
The captain's down.
Wow, you just got poked and died. Were you already on 1 HP? I hope you don't mind if I just, yoink all of that. Thank you. Inventory management, I think, is a weirdly slightly better on controller than it is with keyboard and mouse. So I played through the intro before using just keyboard and mouse, and what I
Are you all right,
found
sire? We're clear for now.
was that
Captain Reno?
She's dead.
you can use like an
Sorry, sire.
E to interact with bodies,
Quiet and
but you
stay out
can't
of the
use
way.
E to move items
How could they be
from
waiting for
one
us
inventory
here?
to another. You have to click.
Don't know, but it's too late to go back now.
It just doesn't
Don't
quite
worry,
flow
sire.
as nice
we
as it
will
could.
get you out of here.
They won't be the first to underestimate the blades.
There's trouble ahead.
I'll take point. Let's move.
All right, off you go to
You
your death.
stay here, prisoner. Don't try to follow us.
Have fun. I don't think these guys drop a couple of potions, but not really anything else. But we get rescued by rats. And let's just have a look. I want to show you the magic looks so much better. Oh, we don't start with it. Oh, we do. There we go. We've got flare. We can equip that. Question is, what button? It's this button, I think. Yeah, there we go. And a little bit of combat. Looks just as good as you remember. Except I think for some weapons there is a more of a combo to it. So if I switch to steel short sword, what do you mean it can't? I'm not attacking. There we go. I think this one has a bit more of a combo to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see it does a little sword spin at the end of the combo there, and you got a little slash there. They've definitely changed up a little bit, and it looks pretty good, all things considered. But we'll stick with that, because it's a nicer looking weapon, and I like it. But yeah, what this game does differently compared to Skyrim, if you've only played that before, is that magic is set to a different button. So it's not a matter of needing to equip it to like your left and right hands, it is entirely separate. That is useless, we don't want it. Okay, so now we're in the actual tutorial area, and it's kind of like they've retained a lot of the original things. Like always down here, there's the skeleton that has the bow and arrow and stuff on it. Like they've done well with recreating it. We will take all of that. Thank you very much. I don't need the dagger though, and I don't need that. Do we go unarmed as our fighting style, actually? That could be kind of fun. I mean, we could do a little bit of unarmed and a little bit of magic, and that can be our... Yeah, I think that could be fun. We're just going to punch things. Also, the original lockpicking is back. But I don't know, wait, some people say they have a real hard time with it. Lockpicking's easy. Hello, Goblin Shaman. You are very dead. I will take that, and that. Thank you very much. Let's go punch some people. And the game's still compatible with the 2006 map editor. That's incredible. So people that were modding this game before can still mod it. Hello. I'm gonna punch you. You little rat, you dodged. Come here. We're punching in the dark. Thank you. Good to know I can survive one rat. I am officially the best cat in the world. I can hunt rats. Should we... Ooh, do we go heavy armor? I think we go light armor. We've got to play into the Khajiit role and be a little bit stealthy, right? Let's see. So we can pop those on. Armor looks good. Look at that detail on it. Even like when I turn, the chain on the manacles just flopping. Like they've got physics on pretty much everything. That side profile still kills me. Great. I love it. Alright. Anything else hiding down here? We already... Yeah, didn't we already loot that? Yeah, we did. Cool. We're gonna go this way. Trying to do the lockpicking minigame with your mouse, it was kind of rough. I don't understand necessarily why people are having difficulty. We just move it up and then press the button. So far, punching things, this is going very well for us. Zombie, get out of here. Thank you. We are just going to punch all of our problems away. Alright, who's next? Hello. Would you like to get punched? I think I might be feeling slightly inspired because... Come here. There we go. Oh, I've just blanked on his name. Dang it. I can picture his user profile. There's a YouTuber who's known for finding exploits in games. What's he called? It's not the... I feel like he's got Brit in his name. It'll come back to me later. But he just put out a video, I think, literally yesterday or the day before, where he recreated... Yes, the Spiffing Brits. Thank you, Itchzoy. That's who I'm thinking of. He put out a video, like, literally a day or two ago now, where he recreated One Punch Man. And I'm definitely feeling slightly inspired by that, but I don't want to go down that route of trying to absolutely break the game. We're gonna keep it clean. We're not gonna use exploits. We're not gonna use duplication bugs or anything like that. Although apparently they have fixed the duplication bug in this version. So too bad if that's what you wanted to do. You know what? Ooh, I missed. Rat. Burn. We leveled up our destruction. Go us. Athletics leveled up just by running around. Oh, this makes me want to play RuneScape. Hi there. Oh, really? Sure. Alright, well, I mean, you guys don't come here to see, you know, world tier gameplay. Hi there. Get wrecked. By the power of my fists, I compel you to die. I can hear you. Yep, that missed. Good job, mate. Perfect. Turns out I'm much better at aiming magic when I'm playing with a mouse. There we go. We got that one. Beautiful. Ooh, here we go. We've got more potions that I'll probably never use. I am that person that will hoard potions and then never use them. Now they have changed the animation for this a little bit as well. I actually kind of like this a little bit more because it does a little whoop. It does a little like a pop and vanish animation, which I think is quite cute. I think it leans into that kind of fantasy vibe quite nicely. Now, this is one thing that I quite like actually, is that the lighting is fully dynamic, even including the way that it casts shadows. And I think that's one of the big advantages of moving to the Unreal Engine. I can find, did I pick up a torch? I think I did. Yeah, so torches will be equipped when you are not holding, like currently wielding a weapon. So, except for when you're unarmed apparently, so that's nice. But what you'll be able to see is that the shadows are pretty dynamic, which is pretty good. You can see, yeah, there is a shadow that's being cast behind this vine, but of course it's directly in line with the camera. But yeah, there you go. You can see the skull, the shadow of the hanging skulls on the ground down there. As I move the torch around, shadow moves as well. So really lovely for how immersive it is. Khajiit gets a bonus to punch. Yeah, I think they do actually from memory. They get like it's a passive bonus to it. Sensitivity is weird. It's hard to time everything properly when you have no idea how your mouse is supposed to move. Yeah, I mean, I kind of agree. I find that you can also use the keyboard controls for lockpicking specifically. So if you're having difficulty with it, try just using the keyboard controls because you can use WASD to move the lockpick. Indecision, yes, I do know about that one actually, and that's why this was something that I tested when I first got a torch. I can't remember who it was that did the video on it. Might have been Any Austin or someone similar. But yeah, they did a video. They're like, yeah, there is actually one torch in all of Skyrim that casts dynamic shadows. It's just such a weird and wonderful thing. Something interesting there. Oh, we could do the plenty of cheese wheels. Not that we really need them. Alright, let's keep going, because this tutorial cave is bigger than you might think. Ooh, do we attempt to get the sneak attack? Can we do it? How did you not see me there? Also, I'm just casually holding a torch. Yeah, you don't see anything. Oh, brilliant. Look at this AI. There you go, get punched. We will take that. We'll take the mortar and pestle because that allows us to actually do alchemy if we want. We don't need anything from there. See, there's still some textures that don't quite look like they belong, which honestly I think is fine because it feels more true to OG Oblivion. Where am I going? That's where I came from. No. This is where I want to go. Excuse me. Thank you. You need to die. There we go. Appreciate that. I don't like you coming in here and just attacking me. It's extraordinarily rude. I am just trying to escape this cave. I have things to see, places to go, and I don't need any of your nonsense. Quite frankly. Ah, what I do need, here we go. Locking. Let's see if I eat my words. No, we're good. Told you, lockpicking is easy. And we can just push the logs down. Ah, I only killed one of them. You like fireballs? I like fireballs. Still hear someone. Oh, I have to say, that's one thing they've done really well in this remaster. I don't know if you guys can hear it on your end, depending on how YouTube streaming is affecting the audio, but the sound design is phenomenal. They've reworked a lot of the SFX, and it sounds absolutely glorious. Thank you. I love how he's just using literally one hand to punch. He doesn't need the other hand. That missed. That missed. Perfect. We're off to a good start. Oh, he missed as well, so you know what? It's all fair. You guys down there. Give us some fire. Hey! Oh, hi. Hey! Yeah! Have a charge attack. Yeah. We are low on the old stamina. That's fine. Just knock him off the side with a single punch. Excellent. Oh yeah, this feels like proper Oblivion. Alright. Here we go. Boom, first try. Alright, we will happily take some of that. Equipment does have durability in this game, so repair hammers are going to be quite useful. Unless you're using your fists. In which case, doesn't matter. My fists don't need durability. I'll just keep hitting things, and I'll win. I think the biggest downside to using unarmed is that you can't enchant your fists. Any other weapon, sure. Can't put enchantments on fists, can't poison fists. It does limit you a little bit with what you can and can't do. Alright, let's get out of here. This game's lockpicking is so dumb, you move your thing and it instantly breaks. No. From memory, it's if you mistime the input, your lockpick breaks. You just have to make sure that you press the button when the tumbler is at the top of the thing. You're good. Alright, we can unequip this torch now. Thank you. You've been very helpful for getting me through that. But yeah, for those that have only played Skyrim before, one of the big changes is that in Oblivion, if you've got a mortar and pestle, at the very least, you can just use it and you can craft potions wherever you are. You don't have to actually find like an alchemy workstation.
Help? What makes you think help will
Hi there.
for more of those
Here they
guys?
come again!
Help
We need
is
to get
here.
the Emperor out of here.
Help has arrived. I am here. One punch. Perfect. I know I did like.
Don't.
Sorry,
damn it,
sorry,
it's
Glenroy.
the prisoner again. Kill him. He might be working
very
with
sorry.
the assassins.
I'll put my fists away.
No,
I am
he is not
unarmed.
one of them. He can help us. He must help us.
The original didn't have
As you wish,
regenerating
sire.
health, but did have regenerating magic. It
closer.
gave everyone a healing
I'd
spell
prefer
for
not
restoration
to have
skills.
to shout.
Basically mandatory. It absolutely was. They've changed that slightly in this
They
version,
cannot understand
but they've kept
why
in some
I
of the other
trust you.
stuff.
They've not seen what I've seen. How can I explain? Listen,
How
you
can
know
you
the
explain?
Nine, how they guide our fates with an invisible hand.
Yes, I am not on good terms with the gods.
I've served
have you
the
seen
Nine
my
all
face?
my days, and I chart my course by the cycles of the heavens. The skies are marked with numberless sparks, each a fire, and every one a sign. I know these stars well, and I wonder
Okay, so this will be to
which
choose
sign
one of our
marked your birth.
passives or powers. Do we have anything that leans into unarmed fighting? We could go for the thief for agility, luck, and speed. Could go the warrior for strength and endurance. Could just go for the steed for more speed. We could go just as fast as we want. Don't think any of the others of these are going to be quite as useful. Yeah, I would say we either go the steed or go the thief for a little bit more diversity. I don't think it's honestly going to matter too much. Just going for the steed to go fast just feels like the right thing to do for our character, you know? Feels like the right way forward. Alright. No one has any other ideas, so yeah, I think we've got to go fast. Warrior's punchiest, steed is the zoomiest. I think we're going to be zoomy, that way we can just keep away from our enemies. We were born under the
signs
steed.
I read show the end of my path. My death, a necessary end, will come when it will come.
You have to admit, like, the upgraded facial animations look pretty good. They're still, like, super exaggerated in that Oblivion style, and I kind of like that it's kept that core. But it still looks a little uncanny valley.
Your stars are not mine. Today, the steed shall
Still
speed your
way
progress
improved
on
from
the
the
road
original,
to
though.
destiny.
You're damn right they're going to speed us on our way. Can you see
My
my
dreams
face?
grant me no opinions of success. Their compass ventures not beyond the doors of death. But in your face, I behold the sun's companion. The dawn of Akatosh's bright glory may banish the coming darkness. With
May
such
banish,
hope,
not will banish,
and with the
may
promise of
banish.
your aid, my heart must be satisfied.
And I say that because we're probably not going to pay any attention to the main
No
storyline.
trophies of my triumphs
maybe we
precede
will.
me, but I have lived well, and my ghost shall rest easy. Men are but flesh and blood. They know their doom, but not the hour. In this, I am blessed to see the hour of my death, to face my apportioned fate, then fall.
You have to admit, that's a pretty good line.
I go to my grave. A tongue shriller than all the music calls me. You shall follow me yet for a while. Then we must part.
You have to admit, like, for a character that has such limited
You may as well make yourself
presence
useful here.
in the game,
Carry this torch
got
and
some
stick
memorable
close.
lines. Thank you. I've got an extra torch.
We're the Emperor.
I have to talk to you. Sorry, I'm not going to...
My job is to make sure the
maybe we will.
Emperor gets out of here alive, and I intend to do it.
You do intend to do
Stick
it.
close and let us do our job.
Let's see how that
We'll be
plays
all
out, huh? Should be fun. You're gonna have a good time. The guy who does a whole bunch of comedy Bethesda snippets did a speed run of the remaster. Was surpassed quickly, but still. Are you talking about the guy who did like the Oblivion poop series? Manslayer. Guy's a genius. How you doing over there, buddy? Yep. You're doing fine. You got him. Good job. Good job. You don't need my help. Did someone just drop an F-bomb? You know, I'll take that potion of sorcery, thank you. I do wish the potions had more unique icons. Like, just having a difference between a potion and a poison doesn't look particularly great in the menu. So, I think it's only going to be a matter of time before there's a mod which is a complete UI overhaul, if I'm being honest. Be surprised if there isn't one out already. Modders work fast.
Take them down!
Just passively watching the combat.
For the Emperor!
You get him, guys. Good job. I mean, to be fair, it does a great job of positioning the blades as actually being quite powerful when your attacks do almost nothing to the Mythic Dawn guys. Alright, through we go. It didn't sound like F the Emperor, it did.
Hold up. I don't like this. Let me take a look.
Ooh, okay, we're getting a few frames drop there. We're back.
Looks clear.
gonna
Come on.
Jump
We're
our way
almost
around, see
through
if there's
to the
anything
sewers.
interesting hiding up here. Hello? Can I just... Ooh, not quite. Can't sneak my way around. There could be treasure up there. I have to say, that's one of the reasons I love
The
the
gate
Elder
is barred
Scrolls
from the
games.
other
It's not for
side.
the
A
story
trap!
so much, but the
What
sense
about that
of
side passage back
exploration.
Where's the
I
trap?
just love wandering around and getting lost in the world, exploring ruins. Like, it's very engaging. Door to the Sanctum. Huh. Tell me there's a different way to get to here? remember that. Interesting. I don't recall these doors being here. Oh, like I said, my memory is very fuzzy. Hello, Emperor.
Wait here, sire.
You guys go
Wait
get
here
him.
with the
I'll
Emperor.
watch the
Guard
Emperor.
him with your life.
That's what I just said. Stop telling me what to do. You go get him, guys. Don't let him in here. We'll be just fine. I can't close the gate. I was hoping I could.
I can go no further. You alone must stand against the Prince of Destruction and his mortal servants. He must not have the Amulet of Kings. Take the amulet, give it to Joffrey. He alone knows where to find my last son. Find him and close shut the jaws of Oblivion.
How do you know about that? You said you can't see past your death. Oh, hello.
Stranger,
Bye.
you chose a
I'm gonna
bad
get you.
day.
I'm gonna punch you real good. Come on. Bring it on. You tried to besmirch my honor by killing the Emperor? How dare you? I did actually solo him. Yeah, go me. I'll take that. Thank you very much. No one can hold up to my
You
punches.
failed. I failed. The Blades are sworn to protect the Emperor. Now he and all
You did
his
fail.
heirs
Why weren't you
are
here?
dead.
You should have been watching the
The
Emperor.
amulet.
That was your
Where's
job.
the Amulet of Kings? It wasn't on the Emperor's body.
Yeah,
Strange.
Emperor gave it to me.
He saw something in you.
I definitely
Trusted
didn't
you.
loot it from his corpse
They
when you
say
weren't
it's the
looking.
dragon blood that flows through the veins of every septim. They see more than lesser men.
I also
The
see more
Amulet
than
of
lesser
Kings
men. Have
is
you
a
seen
sacred
me?
symbol of the Empire. Most people think of the red dragon crown, but that's just jewelry. The amulet has power. Only a true heir of the blood can wear it, they say. He must have given it to you for a reason. Did he say why?
You mentioned something about Joffrey, something about
Joffrey?
Oblivion,
He said
something
that?
about taking
Why?
it to a pawn shop. Yeah.
Nothing I ever heard about. But Joffrey would be the one to know. He's the Grand Master of my order. Although you may not think so to meet him, he lives quietly as a monk at Waynon Priory, near the city of Coral.
I do want to do like a bit of a trip and just check out
First,
some of the
you need to
cities.
get out of here. Through that door must be the entrance to the sewers, past the locked gate. That's where we were heading. It's a secret way out of the Imperial City. Or it was supposed to be secret. Here, you'll need this key for the last door into the sewers.
Larry is 100% going to have to be a Scoomer addict. Gotta go fast. Gotta get that moon sugar. Indecision. Wow, these blades are so cool. I hope the next game makes them stay as badass as they are here in Oblivion. I mean, it just depends on your perspective, doesn't it?
There are rats and goblins down there. But from what I've seen of you, I'm guessing you're an experienced bard. Am I right?
Am I a bard? Larry the Bard? I don't think so. Why did it pick me as a bard? Also, I love that they brought this back. Like, Skyrim's great for being very freeform, but that doesn't gel well with a lot of people. And I like that this goes, you can still be as freeform as you want, you'll just get a bit of a buff towards certain abilities. Yeah, bard doesn't even have hand-to-hand. So the way this is meant to work is based on the actions that you take through the tutorial section. It's then meant to recommend a specialization for you or class for you based on those actions. Weird that I did everything hand to hand and it doesn't give me that. So Bard is meant to specialize in stealth. I did one stealth attack. Major skills are Alchemy, Blade, Block, Illusion, Light Armor, Mercantile, and Speechcraft. I am wearing light armor. I did use a blade a couple of times, but honestly, I think we are going to have to be the monk. Acrobatics, Alteration, Athletics, Hand-to-Hand, Marksman, Security, and Sneak. I don't think anyone else actually has Hand-to-Hand. Let me check. Any of the combat ones? Warriors got it, but they're not going to be as speedy. Barbarian does also get it, but not really anything else. Oh, okay, a couple more get hand-to-hand than I thought. Yeah. Knight actually gets hand-to-hand, so does Archer. That's surprising. Scout gets athletics, but doesn't get hand-to-hand. None of the magic ones. have hand-to-hand. Makes sense. They don't want to get their hands dirty. Their hands are too busy casting magic. You reckon acrobat? I don't think I can go acrobat. We want the hand-to-hand. I don't want to go custom class. I want to go with what the game's offering me. That's kind of fun. Because this gets me acrobatics. None of them have athletics here. No. That's fine. So I think monk's the way to go. That gets us still acrobatics. This one does get us athletics, actually. And it gets us hand-to-hand. And I think monk's the way to go. Cool. We will go as a monk. Surprise! I am devout.
In any case,
but
rats
only
and goblins won't give you any trouble.
I am a monk, but which gods do I pray to? Myself. I pray to myself. I pray that I die. Yeah, after the sewers, then what? Tell me more about this city's infrastructure.
You must get the amulet to Joffrey. Take no chances, but proceed to Wayne Priory immediately. Got it?
Got it. Tell me more.
Take it easy. You'll be fine. I know this is a lot to take in all at once. No one's more surprised than me that I'm sending an escaped prisoner off with the Amulet of Kings.
Yeah, that's very
But the Emperor
trusting
trusted
of
you
you.
for a reason, and I trust the Emperor. The
know
Amulet
if it's
of
a good
Kings
idea,
must
mate.
get to Joffrey at Wayne Priory. He'll know what to do with it.
I hope you're
Joffrey
right.
should know how to find the heir the Emperor spoke of. The amulet must reach Emperor Uriel's heir, so a new Emperor can be crowned.
All right, yeah. What about you?
I'll
What are
stay
you
here
doing?
to guard the Emperor's body, and make sure no one follows you. You better get moving. May Talos guide you. By the way,
Thank
thanks
you.
for
I don't
recovering
believe in
Captain
Talos.
Renault's sword. I'll see that it is given
This
a place
one is
of
a new
honor in
line,
the
I'm
halls
pretty
of
sure.
the Blades.
'Cause I don't remember that happening in the original because he now takes that katana off me and I don't get it as a starter weapon. So if you only picked up the katana on your way through this area and you didn't pick up any other sword,
Leave the
that's
Emperor
unfortunate.
in peace.
All right, time for us to go. We're on our way. We're going to escape through the sewers. All right, we've got the key. Let's go. Can you still drag ragdolls around? Yes, you can. I have to double check. I don't remember the button for it on here. I think you just hold A. Yep. Oh, hang on. Hold A and then do. I can't drag them very far, apparently. But you can. Just a little bit. Come on. Yeah, not as well as I'd like to be able to. But you can drag them. Little by little. Just make your way over here. Come on. I believe in you. I want to. I'm going to take you by your hand. Yes. There we go. Yep. Come on. Yeah. Oh. Okay, you're just going to starfish on the ground. Wonderful. What if you didn't? Okay, it's very unwieldy, but yes, you can still drag them. I think it is based on strength for whatever reason. Come on, I'm pulling your leg. Good lord, do I have to move you one leg at a time? There we go. Wonderful. I don't even know what I'm trying to achieve here. Come on, roll over. I know, it's been a long night for you. Fine, just goodbye. The poor Blade is just standing there like, what is this prisoner doing? I told him to go. I gave him like this incredibly high priority mission and he's just doing this. Alright, sorry, one sec guys, one sec. Need to get a fan on in here. My room is heating up with all the hot air my poor computer is putting out. Alright, so yeah, you can see that they've done a great job with the new textures in these areas. Like, everything looks fantastic, even on 2K resolution. Like, 4K would look even better. There are still some issues with some textures that don't quite look like they match their environment, but overall I think they've done a pretty fantastic job because it still retains the feel of the original environments, just upgraded. And it is everything that I could have wanted. Oh, hey there, buddy. Hey! Get wrecked. Oh, it changed my spell. Alright, cool. I didn't actually equip that, but that's all good. I'm just gonna punch you. Yeah. Excellent. We are well on our way to becoming the savior of the world. That is still a healing spell and not the one that I want. Let's change that over to that. Ah, and then we get... yeah, that's right. You get new spells when you change your class. Really? That hit the wall? Beautiful. Do you have any lockpicks, sir? You do! And a silver nugget. I'll take that. Thank you. Where am I going? Apparently not actually that way. This way? Possibly. Oh. Alright, fine. Get wrecked. Power of my fist compels you. Okay, this looks good. There's a gate. Another rat. Get out of here. Quite literally. Let me out of here. And they've reworked this gate as well. Like, how nice does that look with the lighting? I mean, like, yes, it's a little bit blinding, but it looks good. I was like, hang on. I don't remember that being there. Can't do anything with it, so never mind. Let's go. We don't need to edit anything. We're good. But I like that it does give you an extra chance if you're like, oh, actually, no, that doesn't work for me. The game's about to ask how sure you want it to look like this. Yeah, okay, streaming is making it take a little bit of a hit. Give it a sec and we'll see if it figures itself out. I may need to adjust the graphics slightly, because I could play it on with these settings without streaming, but streaming is a bit more demanding, and yeah, we're only getting 30 FPS, that's no good. Alright, the fun part of playing with settings menus in the middle of a stream. What do we want to do here? We're gonna have to drop, I think, everything down. Let's go down, not to low. You know what? I reckon we should be alright on medium. Let's give it a try. Better. God damn, I am gonna have to do low for streaming. Ugh. I don't like it. I don't like it. Did they shorten the dungeon? Oh, yeah, I think the second bit was shorter than the original. I'm glad you had that sense as well, because I'm like, that didn't feel the same when I played through it, but I couldn't quite pick why. Let's drop shadow quality down and reflections down. Those are usually the most intensive. We'll see if that gets us a steady 60. Better. I think that's playable. It's not quite a steady 60, but I'll take it. It's 50 to 60. Bit of a shame. Is Graeldon weak and making him unable to survive the Intel HD 4000? I didn't think I'd need to get a new upgrade on my PC so soon, but it seems I may actually need to. Get myself a new graphics card. Like, the 3070 Ti is pretty good, but apparently not good enough. So, yeah, anytime you guys want to just manage to get one of my videos to 1 million views again so that I can afford to get some new PC equipment, that would be absolutely fantastic and greatly appreciated. Thank you very much in advance. Please make sure that when the 100% OJ video comes out that you watch it at least 3,000 times. That should help with things quite greatly. Thank you in advance. Also, just how good does this look? Even with the fog that's around at the moment, there's so much nostalgia, especially for that view straight out of the dungeon. Like, it looks, even on the lower settings, pretty fantastic. And I have to say, one thing that surprised me is that the world map, I don't think is quite as big as I remembered. Like, I love that they've kept the original map as well. Like, they've changed the UI, but the map itself, I think, is faithful to the original, if not exactly the same. But, yeah, the world is not actually that big. Like, all of this isn't part of it. You've got this little narrow strip down here going into the bay, and sections over here as well. Like, it's not actually... Like, compared to Skyrim, it's quite a bit smaller, and I'd forgotten that. So now, here's the question. Where do we go from here? Do we just follow the main storyline? Do we just explore to our heart's content? I'm not 100% sure. Oh yeah, I am... Yeah, hello, that's lagging now. And if I do this... Now we're back. Okay, good to know. When the game chugs, so does my stream. Alright, we may have to drop it down a little bit further, actually. I was hoping I'd be able to avoid that, but nope. Could do the arena. It'd be a good way to level up, going straight to the arena. Halve the resolution? Ah, man. Alright, 1080p it is. Hopefully that's still working for the stream. Looks okay. Confirm there. That didn't do as much as I was hoping it to do. That is still only going at about 40. Ouch. I thought that would make more of an impact, but it didn't. Holy cow. We may actually need to drop that right down. Let's go from the basics and we'll work our way up. Come on. Computer, I believe in you. You can do it. Alright, that is on low. That is somehow worse. How is that possible? Oh, no. Still loading in something. That's impressively bad, actually. Still getting about 50 frames. That's better. Like, at least my camera is working better now. CPU bottleneck? Maybe. Might be that my CPU is not as good as I want it to be. Does happen. Is there something else in here that might be killing it? Got the DLSS on. Let's see, if I turn that off and we'll put that right down, how much of a difference does that make? Oh yeah, now we're getting 60, but that looks... Oh god, that pop-in! Oh no, we can't play like that. We cannot play like that. I gotta at least bump this back up again. Brendan watching me at 240p. How you counted all the pixels, did you? Alright, let's leave that there. Let me just check if that's now at 2K. Yeah, that still tanks it. Man, that's disappointing. I was getting much better performance before. Sorry guys, didn't realize just how much impact streaming would have. So we will have to leave that at 1080. And I think we could probably bump that up slightly now that we've got the other settings off. Gotta ration them out. You got a pixel ration per day. There's only so many that you can use. God, okay, yeah, with anti-aliasing off, look how rough that looks. Around the edges of everything. Oof. Yikes. Yeah. We can't play like that. I can't do it. We've got to have at least some of that on. Go back there. Yeah, and immediately that looks so much smoother. Alright, that might be the best we're going to get. Jeez. Well. I can't really see it. Prefer hard edges than blurry TAFXAA. Went to look and squinted and realized, alright, 240p. Whoops. You seriously, you can't tell the difference between having the anti-aliasing on and off? Really? I'm surprised by that. Yeah, let's leave it here. Have a good look at like the outlines on the leaves here. Because I'm checking it in Streamlabs. You guys should be able to see this relatively clearly. But the difference between that being on, and then if I take that back off, we drop that right off. telling me you can't see that difference? Maybe it's more on my screen. Even the grass has harder edges there. You're at 720p. Yeah, that will do it. Yeah, of the 300 mods on Nexus, 20% of them are any fast trying to get better performance. Not gonna lie, I have actually already grabbed one of those to try and make things better. Actually, yeah, on stream it doesn't come up too bad. But yeah, there's weird hard edges when you've got it off, so I'm gonna probably just put it on a lower setting just for the stream. So let's just use, and we're gonna turn the upscaling off, I think. Because I think that can be a bit rough on the old frame rate. Ugh. Oh, what happened there? You know, I don't like that. That looks awful. We are not doing that. TAA, let's have a look. Better. That looks smooth. And our frames aren't hit as hard looking in that direction, so that's not as bad. We're not getting as much pop in as we were before either, so I think we're getting into a better spot. God damn. I did not think I'd be needing to get PC upgrade at this time. Uh-oh. Did we just crash? We crashed. Oh no. Oh no, we crashed bad. Well, that's fun. I didn't think that was going to happen. Okay. Yep, whole thing went down. Hopefully, it actually saved as we were leaving. Otherwise, that's going to be a bit rough. Let's have a look. Where does continue put us? Yes, from my last save game, please. It still says we're Larry and we're level 1. Yeah, it got weird and then gone. It absolutely did. Okay, it's put us back out here. Running smoothly. Weirdly. What settings did it remember? That is the question. It's still on 1080p. Things are set to medium. Okay, yeah, it was changing the upscaling. That was the problem. So DLSS should work because I've got an NVIDIA card. I think the problem was that I hit to the right one more time and it went to something that was for a Radeon card and freaked out and died. Did the autosave erase your Dark Elf playthrough? No, I'd done a dedicated save for that, so I should still have that. Okay, let's see if that works. Yeah. Okay, cool. I think we're doing alright. Currently sitting at 60 FPS, I will take that. Look at that, we can go. We can also sprint. Incredible. Okay, I don't know why we're suddenly getting 60 FPS when we weren't before. I'm not going to question it too hard, because I don't think I changed anything else from what was on there. We're on medium for everything. Before we were sometimes struggling on low. Anti-aliasing is on. That is on. That's all on. What I might do is bump up the view distance slightly, just because that's a personal preference. Yeah. Look at that. Smooth. 60 frames per second. We're good. Yeah, maybe the crash cleared something. Possibly. Is there a memory leak? It's Joy. This is a Bethesda game. Do you think there's a memory leak? Yeah. There absolutely will be. Alright, I think let's just do the main storyline. Like, there's always so many possibilities that open up when you get to this stage. Oh, no, actually, you said let's do the arena. We can do that to level up so that these bloody wolves don't just pummel us to a beating. So, yeah, I like that idea. Let's go do the arena, and then we can go and follow the main storyline a little bit. Alright. Now, the thing is, I don't remember where anything is in this game, and I also am not a fan of fast travel. Again, personal preference. If you use fast travel, I'm not going to judge you. But for me personally, I like to get immersed in the world and explore. So, oh god, that looks so good. So for me, fast travel is, I don't know, it kind of takes me out of the game. It's not as enjoyable. And a lot of the times, the joy in discovery is just walking through areas. If you fast travel, be permabanned from the channel. Are you going to permaban me from my own channel, Sandra, if I use fast travel?
Spare a coin for the infirm.
That's right, the Grey Fox. Look at that mask. It's amazing. Wanted for theft, embezzlement, forgery, pickpocketing, counterfeiting, burglary, conspiracy to commit theft, grand larceny, tax evasion, slander, fraud, perfidy, and impertinence. Do you think there's anything else that they could have added to that list? Height between 5 and 6 feet, that's quite a difference, actually. Normal weight, hair and eye color, unknown. Presumed male. Oof.
Can you spare a coin?
Is that a new voice line? Might be.
You have my ear, citizen.
I don't want your ear. You can have it back. Stop cutting it off. Alright, now this is going to be the question. Can we upgrade the textures without absolutely ruining everything? Because things just look a little blurry. Oh yeah, that looks so much better on high than on medium. Oh, love it. Okay. Now, this says the arena is that way, so that's where we're going. If you think random NPCs suddenly change accents in this version, probably yes. But yeah, my point was that fast travel just takes away from the immersion of the game, and part of the joy is exploring and stumbling across things. And if you just fast travel from place to place, then you miss out on all those weird chance encounters that you'll have just from wandering around the world. And that's kind of the point. Now, if you're doing a speed run or something, absolutely go for it. This is really poorly designed. Who planned this from a city building perspective? You've got a gate that leads to nothing. Why did you build it like that? Okay, here we go. Hi, Hunterland.
Hello there. Welcome to the arena. I don't think I've ever seen you around here before. I know all the regulars, believe me. If you're looking to join the arena as a combatant, you need to head down to the Bloodworks and talk to Owen, the Blade Master. If
I'm pretty sure this is a new voice.
You're talking to the right man. There are matches all day long from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. That's a lot of chances to fill your purse with coin. So what do you say? You want to bet on a match?
The only reason I'm thinking that is a new voice is because I'm pretty sure that's one of the Skyrim VAs. I could be wrong, but that definitely sounded like one of the Skyrim voice actors. What did I miss there in the chat? Imagine Graeldon playing Harmony of Dissonance without using fast travel. I would love to be able to imagine that, but I don't know what Harmony of Dissonance is. Don't like fast travel either, but post-Oblivion, Bethesda games do tend to be designed around it. To an extent, if there's an in-game fast travel system, like the Skyrim carts that take you from city to city, those I will use, because they're part of the game world. But just open a map, click on a place, and arbitrarily travel? Nah, not a fan. I was playing modded Skyrim recently, and one mod that I had in there which I quite enjoyed was you can fast travel, but if you do, it calculates how much the fare would have been to travel via cart and deducts that amount of gold that you're carrying. So that's quite useful. I've seen a few change voices mid-dialogue. That's the fun part. It was like, oh, I'm suddenly a different person halfway through this line of dialogue. A pretty prolific VA, so it might just be him. Possibly, they might have had the same one in both. But I seem to recall this guy sounding a little bit different. You like exploring. User not found. Hello, by the way. I don't recognize your name. Welcome to the stream. You like exploring, but fast travel helps prevent you from having to memorize where everything is whenever I come back to a game after a while. I understand that, especially in some of the massive maps. But for something that's a bit smaller like this, again, part of the joy is in forgetting things. I remember parts of the Imperial City. Like, I've sunk hundreds of hours into the original Oblivion game, but I barely remember the map layout because walking around the world allowed me to get lost in it. I don't actually want to bet on a match right now. Sorry. I want to figure out how to become an arena combatant.
By any chance you're interested in actually fighting in the arena, you need to head down to the Bloodworks and speak with Owen, the Blade Master. Just head through the door here on my right and take the stairs down. Be on your best behavior, though. Owen is a bit cranky by nature.
Okay, wonderful.
Have a good day now.
Now, I just want to say, user not found, in case you weren't here earlier, this is what we look like. I'm very proud of this. We look incredible. So, let's go and see if we can punch some people. That's one door to the arena. I'm going to go this way. Bloodworks. Sander, I mean, the Morrowind was way more designed around walking through the world with the way it handled its overworld compared to Oblivion, which basically expects you to be fast traveling. Yeah, I have to agree with you there. Also, this art is iconic. And I love that they actually reused some of the assets from the class specialization menu. It's a nice way to keep everything in theme with the actual game and the lore of itself. You're not the person I want. There's just a random boar wandering around here. It's also fun remembering that, like, the wildlife and everything in this game is completely different and separate to Oblivion, to Skyrim, because it's a different part of the world. Blue Team Gladiator.
Stop talking already!
What the hell's your problem?
And who in Shinji's name might you be? Look, if you're a spectator, go upstairs and talk to the gatekeeper. This ain't no damn peep show. And if you're one of those idiots who thinks they have something to prove in the arena, go over and talk to Owen.
I'd love to, but I couldn't find him. Is this Owen?
I'm a busy
man.
There we go. What is it?
Yeah, I think that's the original voice actor.
I don't know who you are, friend.
Yeah.
But you've got about 10 seconds to tell me what you're doing in my Bloodworks before I lop your arms off.
I kind of like my arms. They're my weapon. I need them.
You what? You want to be a combatant? Look at you. My granny can beat you and she's dead. Wait, you're serious, aren't you? What is it with you people? You walk in, want to be combatants, and your entrails end up decorating my red room. All right, it's your funeral. Welcome to the arena, you filthy pit dog. You're free to fight so long as you know the rules of competition. Now let me give you your battle raiment. It's the uniform of all arena combatants.
I think we go light.
Do you want a light raiment or a heavy raiment?
I think that's in keeping with our style. Let's go for the light raiment.
Huh? You sure? I figured you for the heavy raiment type. You know, hide behind a skin of steel. Okay then. Here. Put that on.
We've got to be more...
Okay.
We've got to focus
when
on
you're ready
movement,
for a match, I'll be waiting. You want to fight, you talk to me. All right then?
Perfect. All right. I don't need to know any of that right now. Let's go and put our actual uniform on, shall we? Here we go. Arena light raiment. Oh, we look glorious. Oh no. Fortify personality and fortify athletics. Excellent. I forgot that it was enchanted, so that's going to help us move around even more. Wonderful. I am going to throw down a save before we get into our first match, just because reasons. We are very likely to die. We'll do a new save there.
You haven't run home to Mama yet, huh? That's a good sign. So,
I mean, the raiment is kind of scary, but not that scary. Right, let's get into it. We're ready for a match.
All right, maggot. Looks like you're suited up in your battle raiment and all set to go.
You goddamn
right. The red room is
right.
just over there. When you're ready to get eviscerated, just head up the ramp to the arena. Good luck, and may Azura have mercy on your soul.
Alright, this is going to be fantastic. I don't see anything going wrong. Also, I can just take those. Excellent. Might come back for that. I saw someone mention it before, and you're absolutely right. I do love that when for the original version of Oblivion, when they were recording the voice lines, the voice actors weren't really given any context at all for the lines. It was literally given to them in alphabetical order, so the intonation, the inflection, they had no context for how to actually read their lines, like what was the situation relevant to it. And that's why a lot of the lines just sound so out of place with each other, even lines one after the other, because they were recorded entirely out of context. And I love that they still kept some of that. Strack, welcome. How you doing, mate? Wait, it's only Thursday. Yes, for some of the world, but it is Friday morning here in lovely sunny Australia. The joy of time zones. I think it's going to be Thursday evening for most people. Friday night here. With the new lighting, this does look absolutely fantastic.
The Imperial City.
Yeah, coagulated blood on the ground.
To the arena. Okay. For this match, we've got some fresh meat. Two brand new pit dogs. So let's not waste any
you're right,
time.
it's Joel, plus the unrelated characters.
Begin.
Alright, hello. Do you like magic? I like magic. Hello. I'm going to punch you. Punch you good. I say as I miss like 5 out of 6 attacks. I really need a better spell. Actually, hang on. Don't I have a touch-based spell? Let me check that. Magic. No, I don't. Okay. Different class gets that. Well, this will have to do then. Hey, how did you heal up? That's not fair. Alright, we're in a little bit of trouble here. This might not go according to plan. Come on. Back it up. Fireball. Oh yeah, no, we got this. There we go. Stay down, jerk. Ah. Excellent, we did it. Only just. Hang on. You've got a blue face, but... What? Huh? Blue face, but pink arms. Well, I feel sorry for you. Very unfortunate. Any of these other characters look a bit off? They seem okay. I love this. Characters that you're not really meant to pay attention to. It's like looking at the the people in the stands in a Mario Kart game. Yeah, you as well. Look at that. That's definitely a dark elf. But with like Imperial Breton arms. Oops. That's fine. Mistakes happen. Strack, you love Oblivion, all of its jank. Would love to see Oblivion with Skyrim mechanics and graphics. Not sure if I was hoping for that here, but it sure does look pretty. It does look very pretty. But, yeah, I agree. On one hand, I was hoping for a bit of modernization to bring it up to, like, Skyrim standards. Also, that healed them as well. That's hilarious. I'm kind of glad, in a way, that they remain faithful to the original, though. And partly the reason why is, I'm sure you would have heard that there's the Skyblivion team that have been working on basically recreating all of Oblivion in the Skyrim engine as a standalone mod. And had Bethesda taken that same approach, it would have really taken away from the work that they were doing. So, in a weird way, I'm kind of glad that they didn't do that. Because now it means we're going to get the best of both worlds. We're going to get both an Oblivion remaster that's really faithful to the original, but also Skyblivion, which takes Oblivion and puts it into the Skyrim engine and tackles it in a different way. So we basically get to get Oblivion twice, and I am absolutely here for that. Hi, Owen.
By the
I
nine
survived.
divines, you did it. You actually won. You ain't so bad after all, pit dog. You may even
Look at his
survive
eyes.
enough
He
matches
is
to
very
advance in rank.
surprised all of
Here,
the time.
kid, this is your payout for the victory. There's more where that came from if you can keep on winning. Now go unwind before your next fight.
All right, wonderful. I think we just get straight into the next fight, to be honest. We managed to survive that last one, if only just, but we do have healing magic and potions to keep us alive if we need to.
Okay, so you're not a complete loser. Don't get cocky. Let me know.
Yep, we are going to go in for another match. Let's do it.
Now that's the spirit. You give the people of Cyrodiil a good show, and I'll make sure you get a decent burial.
Thank you, I appreciate that. That's more than my parents would ever say. Alright, because, I mean, who would love this? I can't imagine anyone loving it, but at least I'm going to stand out in the arena. People know who I am. Alright, let's do this. I'm back.
People of the Imperial City, welcome to the arena.
Yeah, it is the classic announcer.
Will prevail? The pit dog from the yellow team or the pit dog from the blue team?
Oh, we look glorious.
Let's find out. Lower
I have to say, the animations here also look pretty good. Also, I can jump hella high. Like, sprinting and everything, like, they've reworked all of the third-person animations, if that's how you prefer to play the game, but I'm more of a first-person. Oh, okay, I can't quite back away from you fast enough to not get hit by that. That's okay. Some joys to fire. The thing is, I know my attacks are draining their stamina, and if this game still works the same way as the original, stamina affects how much damage you do. So we should be able to stagger them quite nicely. Wait, enough of that. Thank you. Wait. Hey, wait! How did he heal? Did he have a potion? Wrong inventory. We want that one. Alright, fine. I can heal as well. Screw you. That's how we're doing it. Fisticuffs! I say. Sit down, old boy. Oh, sport. I am. I just jumped over their attack. Thank you. Do I have restore fatigue? Yeah, thank you. There we go. Come on, you need to sit down, buddy. One more hit. There we go. That was close. We got him. Sit down. It's just burning. Oh god, what happened to your face? You okay, buddy? I think your eyelids just inverted on themselves. Yeah, one for the road. And goodbye. Nice knowing you. Training as a gladiator, just get publicly punched to death by Larry. This guy comes along, oh, you run away. You run away so fast. Alright, we are rejuvenated. And I love that we are doing this still at level 1, by the way. I don't even know if we're even close to getting a level up. I think we're still some ways off. Can we even see in here? I'm in the wrong spot. Oh, there we go. We're getting close to level 2. But our hand-to-hand is 37. Look at us go. Power attacks deal more damage than your recoil armed opponents. We're going to need to get more stamina, more fatigue. And I think it's endurance that does that one. No, it's not. Willpower? Willpower increases maximum fatigue. Okay. Well, let's put my fists away. Can't be holding out deadly weapons while talking to people.
Okay, so you did it again. What do you want from me? A hug? Take your gold
Actually,
and get out
yes,
of my
please.
face, pit
I'm
dog.
feeling very lonely, and you're like a father figure to me. So if you wouldn't mind, I would absolutely love a hug.
The yellow team ain't gonna fight itself, you lazy pit dog.
Also, are you drunk?
You ready for a match or what?
Is that what that bubble effect is on you? Are you drunk? All right, I'm ready for another match. Let's go.
To get yourself killed, huh? Okay, then head back up to the arena and try not to die before the gate opens.
Could you imagine just go up there, drink some poison before the gate opens, and we're done? Alright, we are going to take the fire spell off and put the basic heal back on. Oh, we actually have protect, shield on self, 5% for 30 seconds. That could be a good one to open with, actually. Didn't even know I had that spell. The more you know. Yeah, so how long until someone wads in a hug? Probably not that long. Alright, welcome back. I am the fan favorite. Hello, I know you want to see me again.
this match will advance in rank, so the stakes are high. Pit dogs, show us what you're made of.
I'll do my best. Let's put our protect spell on. Also, I have to remember that you do have it's a shortcut menu this way, so we can put protect on 2, and we can put that on 1, and then pressing L1 brings up the wheel. Oh, you think you can shoot me? Hey, come on. Yeah, good shot, good shot. I wonder if they have a limited number of arrows.
Am I supposed to be impressed?
Hey, missed me. Come on, come on. Wait, hey, I'm too fast for you. Whoa. I mean, you've got great accuracy there, mate. Good job, good job. I know, I just let my shield entirely wear off. That's fine. I'm mana regenerated.
This match is mine, weakling.
Really? Is that what you think? Oh, gonna get you. Ha! Punch in the face. You never saw that coming, did you? Oh, he's running away now, you coward.
This is the part where you fall down and bleed to death.
Oh, classic line. Okay, he's healed once. Ow. Let's get some stamina back. We can also just heal while we're hanging out here.
This match is mine.
Restoration increased. How you doing over there, buddy? I come to get you. The middle of combat. Beautiful. Your light armor is second skin after all those days and weeks of wearing it. Yeah, it's literally been less than 24 hours since we escaped the sewers. Can move more easily. Gears now damaged at normal rate. Excellent. Good. Can't have armor making it harder for us to move around. We're all about that speed at the end of the day. Where'd you go?
That the best you can do?
I mean, probably not. Could you stop that? I'm meant to be dodging you, not the other way around. Oh, we are low on the old health. Ow!
Am I supposed to be impressed?
I'm gonna have to actually use the potion. I was hoping not to.
Fine. This match is mine, weakling.
Come on. Oh, damn, you got me.
This is the part where you fall down and bleed to death.
I choose not to. Hello. I have more fists for you. Do you like fists? Excellent. Does it matter which exit I take? Because I could leave that way. Let's get this way. Excellent. I feel like being able to take potions into combat in an arena is maybe cheating. I don't know. That's just me.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but you're no longer a pit dog. That's right.
Goddamn, I'm a brawler.
Actually advanced in rank. Congratulations, brawler.
I can punch everything that I want.
You know what brawler rank is worth around here? Nothing. Face it, kid. You're still a maggot. You need to keep fighting if you want to be somebody.
Yeah, 100% shield might be the way to go for this. All right, well, let's take on another match.
Okay, brawler, you know the drill. Head up to that arena and show them who's boss.
Absolutely will do. Just give me a sec to throw down a save, and I'll be right with you. Let's go. We are going to pop our shield back on. All right. Yeah, I think working towards some extra magic on there could be good fun.
Good people of the Imperial City.
What are we facing this time? He's got a shield. Standard by the look of it.
This match is a battle of the brawlers. Let your voices be heard. As
wonder how far we can make it on level 1.
For glory.
Like, surely you can't become the arena master level 1 unarmed. Like, we're gonna die eventually, right? Okay, no thank you. I'll pass on that. Just dodge out of the way of that attack. Oh, staggered from that one. Hey? Didn't like that punch very much, did you? Way! No thanks. I have fists for your face. That's a pillar, my friend. we go, there we go. Oof. Okay, we're taking a bit of damage here.
Die, cur!
I would rather not. Like, if I have a choice. Hand-to-hand increase. There we go. We are on like 1 health. Holy cow. That was risky. Yep. Literally 1 health. It was all calculated. Yep. Absolutely knew that was going to happen. Okay. We have no more potions of fatigue. Oh, he was able to heal though, and that's going to be a problem. Okay, we are going to die here. That's fun. Let's put some of that on, so we can heal at least a little bit. Hello. Now the thing is, I'm pretty sure that as a player, I am able to regenerate health, and they are not. Yeah. So this could just become a war of attrition. Thank you for doing a big jump. I'll get a little punch in there. I do love the way they stagger from the punch in the face. Hey?
Do your worst.
I would rather that you do your worst. And I'll do my best. There we go. Come on. Yeah, jump attack. Ooh, that was a fancy spin. Shame that you completely missed.
Yeah. Ooh.
Have a fist. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Have another one. Oh, I think we'll be all right. We've got this. Light armor leveled up again. Bonk. Excellent. Well, you can have yourself a nice little nap down there, buddy. That's right, they changed it so you can no longer do extra hits on them or anything like that. That I was a little bit disappointed by. Excellent. Oh, hi Panda, you've decided to come and join us. We'll see if she hops up into her bed. If she does, I'll put Panda Cam back on. See, this is actually kind of less useful now that you just automatically regenerate. Okay.
4 wins is okay, kid, but it don't make you grand champion.
We're doing
Here's
well,
your
but
payout.
we are
Now go
out
clean
of
yourself
healing
up before your
items.
next match.
So, I think we're going to have to call it there, but we did manage to level up, so is there a bed somewhere here? We can just have a little nap.
Stop talking already!
Yeah, we'll just sleep. This looks hygienic. Good place for a nap. Just 1 hour of sleep's all we need. That'll do. Alright. Oh, yeah, that's right. They've got the extra flavor text for level ups here. Just look into the face of this character as we read this out loud. Just look deep into his eyes. You realize that all your life you've been coasting along as if you were in a dream, and suddenly, facing the trials of the last few days, you have come alive. The old sideways unarmed power attack into a palm strike. Oh yeah! I wonder if we'll be able to unlock that again. Now, it is... Oh no, there we go. Okay, we can show details and actually double check what these do. So every skill costs just 1 point or 1 virtue to be able to level up, and you can only pick 3 of them. Luck costs 4, and you only get 1 point. Yikes. It can be fast as hell or unga bunga. Why not both? So I don't think we need any personality. I think we need a bit more speed. Agility slightly increases maximum fatigue and how quickly you regenerate fatigue. That could be useful. I think we need more maximum fatigue because we've been running out of that in combat, which is a bit of a problem. Strength, effects, so nothing. Oh no, that one does damage for bare hands. Okay, so we're going to do a little bit of this, a little bit of this, and a little bit of this. So I think let's do... I think we do need to just hit harder in general. I reckon... Yeah, I'm just going to do a little bit on there. 5 on each of those. Yeah, and 2 to speed. Perfect. That should do it.
Stop talking already!
Now, let me check my inventory. We've got 3 weak potions of healing left. Let's see how far we can get. You know? Could be fun. Oh, just by running around with increased
that raiment's
athletics.
Getting a
Good
little
job.
tight on you, brawler. I think you need some exercise. What do you say?
Calling me chubby?
Ready for a match?
Calling me fat? What's happening here? No, Panda has opted not to hop into a bed, so apologies. No Panda Cam. Okay, we are ready for a match.
All right, brawler. This next match is going to be a challenge. Turns out there are 2 wood elf sisters who always fight together.
Well, this feels a bit unfair.
They're twins, actually. You got to take them both out. Now get in there and show those tree climbers who's boss.
And that sounds racist. Love it. This is how you know we're in a true OG Elder Scrolls game. Right. Quick save. Because we're probably going to die. Although, to be fair, we slept, so it would have auto-saved. Green Simba was maybe inaccurate, more like Green Scar. Yeah, we don't need personality. We're here just to punch things and have a good day. This is a face that shows no mercy.
Can the blue team's brawler possibly hope to defeat the yellow team's wood elf twin sisters?
We are gonna give it our best shot. Any sec? You wanna... There we go. So let's... Boop. Okay, cool. So we're going to get peppered with arrows while we're doing this. Love it. Can I just go after the archer first? Hello. Yeah, it's not going to go as well as I want. We are not going to survive this one. Holy cow, they do a lot of damage. That button. This is what we call a slight problem. Especially considering that they will have a heal as well. Ooh. Even with my extra speed, I can't get away from them easily enough. Ow. Yep, down. That one was definitely a difficulty spike. Okay. Well, we need to go back here. Our autosave would put us back in the fight, which is a bit of a problem. Alright, what can we do to potentially level up before we get into that? I think in terms of gear, you're only allowed to wear the raiment, right? Yeah, it's taken everything else off me. I'm not allowed to wear anything other than that. The only other things that we could do is try and go out and level up a little bit. We could just flood ourselves with potions, would be an idea as well if we wanted to go find some stuff. We could look at getting better healing spells to improve our durability a bit. Or we could just go off and do the main storyline and see where that takes us. You could wear a hat. Excellent.
What is it, citizen?
Do we want to go there? I think we'll go back to where the markets are. Alright. That said, because this is going to be pretty much just a one-off stream, I think what I would like to do is go and follow some of the main storyline a little bit, because I would love to see one of the Oblivion portals and just see what they've done with the area there. Because that was fun and all, just to see a bit more of like how janky the combat is. But I think let's get back out into the wide open world and just have a look at what they've done with some of the environments. And see what else we stumble across on the way. So let's head where it wants us to go, but we're not going to go through the city. It is a silly place. I'm going to go around the outskirts. Because I feel like it. We're an adventurer! You don't want to... Do you think this wants to be going through, you know, society? No. Been shunned. No one... No one's... Even these wolves don't want to see us. Hey? Thank you. Please die. I mean, look, if we want to level up our unarmed combat, that's probably the best way of doing it, right? God damn, I forget how big the Imperial City actually is. Alright, and we can sprint now, so we can actually really get moving. What? Something... What is following me? Is it another wolf? Of course it's another wolf. Hello. I have contracted hell joint. Fantastic. Oh, I forgot about diseases. Yes, thank you. Please drain all of my stats. I love it. God. Yeah, that's gonna be bad. Do I actually have anything that could help with that? I don't think so. Nope. Cool. We're just gonna have to deal with that until we can find something to cure disease. I forgot how brutal diseases were in these games. Why is that taking me... Okay, no. I see. Find a chapel. No, we can't pray to the gods. They've rejected us. No one talk to gods. Oh, maybe we do need gods, but gods of frame rates. Holy cow, that tanked for a second there. Oh, my poor PC. I did say it would be screaming in pain. It's trying its best. We dropped to about 20 FPS for a second there. Oh, but it does look glorious, doesn't it? Ah, there's the bridge. What was that noise? Did I just hear things? Sounded metallic. Oh, okay. I'm not under attack, so it can't have been that important. Oof. Yeah, I was hoping not to have to go and, do more PC upgrades already. I have to figure out what's bottlenecking my PC. Yeah, the music is incredibly nostalgic. Okay, I'm pretty sure you'd have seen that as well. Everything flashed for a second. I'm guessing that was the lighting kicking in. Ooh. Ah. Beautiful. Absolutely stunning. Oh, just had a thought. You know what? It's probably not going to take long for someone to figure out how to play this in VR. Could you imagine? This would look absolutely glorious in VR. Hi there.
You have my ear,
Your
citizen.
armor actually looks pretty decent. I don't need your ear. Goodbye. We're going for a walk in the night. Guidance, imagine not having installed Afterburner and RevaTuner. I have no idea what... Well, actually, I know what Afterburner is. That's an MSI thing from memory. I have no idea what RevaTuner is. I'm guessing it's something to help boost FPS and performance. Alright, which way do we actually need to go here? I don't remember. We go to the right. We go up that way. Okay. Come on, like this... The ruins and everything just invite exploration. So good. Oh, it shows component usage. Okay, fair enough. I mean, look, there's going to be something that I look into after this so I can double check how performance is actually going and see where the bottleneck is. Yeah, there's some strange lighting effects that are going on with things glowing that are probably not meant to glow every now and then, but I'm guessing that is more linked to the settings that we're using than anything else. Alright. You know what? Just for immersion, I think we need to bring the torch back out again. We're going on a nighttime adventure. Where is my torch? Wow, that's as much light as it gives off? Yes, this is helping. If I'm looking straight ahead, I can barely even see the glow from the torch. If anything, that is just obscuring my vision and making things worse. So, torch, you have not been useful. Goodbye. We're just gonna have to go fast. Where the hell did this road just go? This way. Okay. We're gaining height. It's like being back in Skyrim again. I'll be curious to see, actually. Oh, maybe... Should we do that? Here's a dumb idea, because we've got limited time to play through for today. What if we used our time in Oblivion to try to go to Skyrim? See if we can manage to climb the mountains, because I'm curious to see if you get up over the mountains what it looks like into Skyrim, and see if we're able to actually identify anything. I feel like that would be a fun idea of what we can do with like the hour we've got left of the stream. We can either go to Coral and go through with the main storyline, which will take us down to Kvatch and do the Oblivion portal, or we could just try to go to Skyrim, which I feel would actually be kind of hilarious. But like, yeah, we know this game's good, but we're going to Skyrim. Imagine you go to Skyrim, your card's caught you trying to cross the border. It's just like, alright, New Game Plus. They built all of Skyrim into Oblivion as a way of re-releasing Skyrim without anyone knowing. The torch being useless at low kind of reminds me of Garden of Banban breaks and puzzle windows. It's why when you're creating something, you have to be careful about being over-reliant on specific things from graphic settings. Alright, I say we go for it. We are going to go and try and cross the border. Our poor Khajiit is going to run across the border with the Dragonstone amulet. Excellent. We are going to stick to the roads because it's going to be a bit safer. So we can head around this way along the Red Ring Road and then up again. We don't have a horse, so sprinting is going to be as fast as we can go, which is a slight problem when we are diseased and it's affecting our speed. But we'll see how we go. Also, yes, jumping is the meta in this game because it's free level ups. But I think as soon as one of the mods are released that does it, one of the first things that I'll be doing is installing something that de-levels or just takes out the scaled leveling system, because I'm just personally not a huge fan of it. I like being able to go back to early areas and absolutely obliterate beginning enemies, because it makes you feel more powerful. And by the same token, I like being able to go to late game areas early if I choose to do so, and be appropriately humbled by the difficulty level. It just makes it feel like more of a proper RPG. It was one of the reasons like I got into the Elder Scrolls Online quite early back on when it released. I was actually a beta tester for it. And I enjoyed my time with it back then. And I played it for a little while, never got particularly far into it. But I was really excited when they were releasing some updates and things for it until I heard that they had basically brought over the scaled leveling system from the traditional games into the MMO. And that actually really turned me off it. Because it's like, okay, cool, you can explore anywhere and everywhere from the very beginning of the game, but then it kind of devalues that exploration because you don't feel like you've earned getting to the next area. I'm also apparently being chased by something. Oh man, you have been persistent. Hi there, buddy. Let me just help you out. You have deserved the honor of these fists. And that honor is dishonor. Dishonor upon you, dishonor upon your cow, dishonor upon your family. Alright, all's well in this town, so we'll just leave it alone. Seems fine. You have to admit, like, having the Imperial City so centralized to everything on the map does serve as such a great landmark for the design of the map in this game. You've always got a visual representation and reference for where you are. Alright, what? Okay, we're being attacked by an imp. Hi there. You look hideous. Please don't. Thank you, we just stun-locked you. It works surprisingly well. No, we don't need that. We don't need loot. We're just going on an adventure. Alright. But it is mostly just because I'm curious. I want to see, like, just which parts they've incorporated. Like, can you actually see some of the starter towns in Skyrim by looking over the border? Alright, fine. We're getting into another fight. Hi there. Do you like my fists? They are fist-flavored. Perfect. Alright, there are probably bandits in there. We'll leave them alone. And I think we want to start heading up this way to Bruma. Yeah, perfect. This is where we want to be going. And the thing is, like, because we haven't progressed the main storyline any further yet, we don't have to worry about Oblivion portals. They don't exist until you progress the main storyline, so you can just wander about freely. What are you? Why are you glowing? Oh, it's the thief stone. Okay, if you want to change your birthstone. We don't want to do that. We're happy with the steed. I am a noble steed. I already go fast. Alright. Ooh. Okay, something made the computer chug a little bit there. That's fine. We're good. We've recovered. I'm going to be interested to see if they release anything to improve optimization later. Okay, we have an actual bandit fight. Hi there. I'm just gonna back away from that. Look, I am a brawler in the arena. You think you can take me on? Really? You're gonna heal? Enjoy my fist. I don't think I actually want any of that. Screw you. Didn't even have anything valuable. How dare you? That's incredibly inconsiderate. Okay. We're getting somewhere. We can actually start to see some snow up here now. Actually, the transition from the woodlands into the mountains is quite nice. That's something that's always, like, impressed me a bit about these games. Is they manage to flow from one environment to the other quite nicely. Ooh, there's the loading lag as we move into a new cell. The Gerald Mountains. Alright. We're well equipped for this. Yeah. Bonk. There is something satisfying about hand-to-hand combat. I've never actually used it in previous playthroughs, but I'm actually enjoying it. There's just something kind of ridiculous about it. Did this person just get killed by a wolf? Oh, you poor, poor person. Yeah, the bandit got slaughtered by the wolf. Man, you are probably the world's worst bandit. You even had armor and a bow, and you still got obliterated by a wolf. Shame on you. Dishonor on you. I don't recall the standing stones looking like that before in the original version of Oblivion. And if this is an updated design, I have to say I'm probably not actually a huge fan of it. No, this is something else. A Hestra runestone. What do you do? Oh, conjured weapon and armor. No, thank you. I'm good. I'm very happy just being a green cat. We don't need any extra assistance. Alright. I think, yep, that's Bruma up there. So where would this take us then? Oops, not that button. Oh yeah, that's going to start taking us into Skyrim. This is what I mean, like, the world map's not actually that big. We just walked from, like, over here to over here, and it has not taken us particularly long. And that's why I'm saying, like, oh, is the game designed around fast travel? Not really. I can cover most of the map in, like, half a day. The world is smaller than you would expect. Yes, there's a lot of stuff crammed into it, but yeah, not actually that big. Alright, we'll follow this path a little further, see where it takes us. And then we'll see if we can find ourselves a way through the mountains. I'm always curious to see like how far off of the actual map can you go. Found Dragonclaw Rock. You are just still a basic wolf. Boom. Got nothing. Alright. Now if we stumble across a horse and cart with some Stormcloak soldiers, we know we're heading in the right direction. No! We've been invisible walled! Oh, that's devastating. Ah! Oh, that's so disappointing. Really? Invisible walls all the way along. I'm not even at the border yet. Well, let's see if we can find at least a vantage point to get up to and see the sights. Oof, okay. They slow your movement speed down as you climb. Oh. Oh, well, I can... No, I can't go that way. Never mind. No further. Now, can we steal cheese going around the edges of things? Yes, we absolutely can. What am I standing on? Not important. Doesn't matter. Can we scale this mountain? Possibly. Okay. As long as you keep walking into it and you don't get screwed over by invisible walls. Ow, like that. You can generally stick to the side of things pretty well. Yep, there we go. Okay, not letting us up any further that way. Increased athletics, I hope so. I am a literal mountain goat at the moment. Well, this has been lovely, but... the hell is that? No, that doesn't take us where we want to go. Is it seriously not going to let us see over the mountains? Yep, I literally cannot walk that way. Still on the edge of an invisible wall. Oh, man. Yep, can't even go across there. I'm going to have to find a mod that removes the invisible walls. Like, the fact that I can't even walk across there is ridiculous. I thought gaming was past the point of having to just put invisible walls everywhere to prevent you from going in certain directions. Yeah, like, I can run through this, but over there? Oh, no, we can't go over there. It is a silly place. Yeah, still can't go to the left. Damn. Alright, well, let's try our luck up there, I guess. I was hoping at least to be able to get a vantage point and see over the top, but it seems pretty determined not to let us do that. Okay. Yeah, it does not want us seeing over there at all. I don't think this this game has any levitation style spells. I think that must have been something that it was either just different in the base version of Oblivion, or was something that happened because I'd modded it. But I definitely was not blocked by by invisible walls back when I played the game. Because I remember actually escaping into elsewhere and just going for a walk, and it was wonderful. There was nothing there, and the textures stopped working after a while, but it was fun that it let you do that. That looks cool, but we're not going there. I just wanted to go and explore. And in case you're wondering, no, this isn't how I normally play the game. I just wanted to put this to the test. There we go. Okay, we can see a little bit over. Huh. Hang on a second. Let's, nope, that one. Let's wait till morning. Hopefully it won't be too foggy. That lets us see over the mountain. And with that position... that could actually be the mountain that the Throat of the World is on. With the Greybeards. Possibly. Hard to say exactly, it could be further behind, but it is the tallest mountain that we can see from here. So it's possible. That would be the pass that you go through that takes you across and through to Skyrim. Don't think it would be over here. No, it would make more sense for it to be over that way or potentially there. But we get a great view from up here. Like, holy cow. Well, you know what they say, right? When you're in a high place, there really is only one thing to do. And it's not punch wolves. It's to jump. Huh. Yeah, that looks like a good spot. But yeah, the draw distance and the view from here is actually pretty incredible. That's an entire other town. So that's all the way down to Cheydinhall that we can see. Yeah, so I mean, like, this world is not actually that big compared to some of the other games. Immersive, yes, but large, no. But I also think it doesn't need to be. Oof. Okay. I mean... oh, you thought. Forgot how fast I was. Right on the edge. Perfect. Do we jump? Does Larry finally meet his doom here? I mean, he's been contemplating his life for quite some time. Seems like an appropriate way to end things, you know? I am very disappointed that we can't get into Skyrim. Actually, you know what? We've still got a little bit of time left for today's stream, so perhaps I'm going to break my own rules and we're going to fast travel because we are currently in the middle of nowhere. Let's go and progress the main story and see what else they've changed. I don't mind fast traveling because this isn't going to be the actual save that I play through in my own time. Once I've gotten some more hours into the game, we might do a future stream and kind of show off what some of the endgame stuff looks like. But for now, this is meant to be more of a first look and first impressions anyway. So let's go and find who we're meant to be giving this to. Is he inside the house? Probably. Alright. You're not...
Yes? Can I help you?
No, you can't. You're not the person I'm looking for, but I am looking for Joffrey.
He's upstairs. Go ahead.
Yeah, you look like you're going to stab me in the back, even though you're a monk. I don't like you very much. Hi. Nope, you're Brother Piner. There you are. Joffrey. Hello.
I'm Brother Joffrey. What do you want?
I have an amulet for you. Now, the Emperor sent me to find you.
Do you know something about his death?
Yes, how did you know about his death? I was there when he died.
You better explain yourself. Now. You
gave
brought me the Amulet
of
of Kings?
Yes.
This cannot be. Let me see it.
I think these are still the original voice lines as well.
By the Nine. This is the Amulet of Kings.
Yeah,
Who
the
are
new
you?
facial expressions make quite a
this?
difference.
What do you know of the Emperor's death?
I'll give you
As
the
unlikely
last
as your
words.
story sounds, I believe you. Only the strange destiny of Uriel Septim could have brought you to me carrying the Amulet of Kings.
Yes, the Amulet of Kings. Close shut the doors of
His
Oblivion.
meaning is unclear to me as well. The Emperor seemed to perceive some threat from the demonic world of Oblivion. The Prince of Destruction, Mehrunes Dagon, is one of the Lords of Oblivion. But the mortal world is protected from the Daedra of Oblivion by magical barriers.
How can
I'm not
Oblivion
sure.
threaten us?
Only the Emperors truly understand the meaning behind the rituals of coronation. The Amulet of Kings is ancient. Saint Alicia herself received it from the gods. It is a holy relic of great power. When an emperor is crowned, he uses the amulet to light the dragon fires at the Temple of the One in the Imperial City.
Sounds
With the
important.
Emperor dead and no new heir crowned, the dragon fires in the temple will be dark for the first time in centuries. It may be that the dragonfires protected us from a threat that only the Emperor was aware of.
You know, it sounds like this all could have been solved by people talking to each other a little bit more. Like, why did this all need to be so secret? Right? The only people who wouldn't want us knowing about how to light the dragonfires and keep the world safe from the gates of Oblivion are the Daedra and the people in the realm of Oblivion. Everyone else could probably be trusted with that information.
I am one of the
Except
few
maybe
who know
cultists.
of his
Can't trust
existence.
cultists with anything.
Many years ago, I served as captain of Uriel's bodyguards, the Blades. One night, Uriel called me into his private chambers. A baby boy lay sleeping in a basket. Uriel told me to deliver him somewhere safe. He never told me anything else about the baby, but I knew it was his son. From time to time, he would ask about the child's progress.
But who was
Now,
the mother?
it seems that this illegitimate son is the heir to the Septim throne, if he yet lives.
I love that. Like, oh, this illegitimate kid? Yeah, no, he's got more claim to the throne than, you know, maybe someone that we could elect into the position that's more suitable to lead an entire nation. But nah, we can't do that. It's all about bloodlines.
His name is Martin. He serves
yes,
Akatosh
Martin.
in the chapel in the city of Kvatch, south of here. You must go to Kvatch and find him at once. If the enemy is aware of his existence, as seems likely, he is in terrible danger. And please, let me know if there's anything you need.
Can
My
you
resources
cure my
here are
disease?
limited, but I will help in any way I can.
I would love it if you could cure my disease. That does not appear to be a thing that you can do. Cool.
Waste no time.
actually, hang on,
Your
wait.
first
Assistance.
I keep a few things here in my...
Yes, absolutely. I would love to see your chest. There we go. What you got? I will take some leather gear, some potions. Sure, I'll take that. I will take that because it might come in handy. Fire shield and resist magic. Yeah, absolutely. Right. Is this stuff any better than what we already have? That's the question. Light raiment gives 5 defense. What we can put... Nope, we can't put boots on. We absolutely cannot. I don't think you can wear anything else with the raiment other than a helmet. So hang on, if we would put on all of this, then we'd have 4, 5. So it's the same, but no enchantment. So not worth it. Cool. Well, we also don't need any of that now, so we can just drop that on the ground. Goodbye to the rough leather stuff as well, because we have better. Cool. We have a steel bow in case we need to do some range damage. That's fine. Sorry, Joffrey, if you could just take a moment and dispose of all of that. Just chuck it on the fire and burn it. That'd be great. Thank you. What about you?
I know that you are on an important mission for the Blades. Please, if you need a horse, take mine from the Priory stables.
Absolutely. Thank you. I will
Go
take
with
your horse.
Talos' blessings. Do not fail.
The question
Yes?
is, can you help me with my disease?
You are welcome to take my...
Nope.
Farewell.
You can't. You're useless. What about you?
Yeah. Welcome, good citizen. I'm Brother Piner, and this is Wayne Priory, a monastery. Can I help you?
That's exactly what I want to know. Assistance.
Here, perhaps you will find this useful.
I had
One
no
of the
idea that
books
these
I
guys actually
saved
gave
from
you
my
things.
Blades training. You go into danger. Joffrey didn't tell us any more than that, but know that our prayers go with you.
Purple Swirl, to be fair, the Amulet of Kings is a magic-choosing artifact that relies on the bloodline. It is, but who said that the magic-choosing artifact, like a sorting hat, basically, should also be choosing who is Emperor? Surely it should just be choosing the person who is lighting the fires to prevent the gates of Oblivion. There's nothing in there that says that the person who the amulet chooses also must rule a nation. What if they're incredibly unsuited to ruling a nation? You're just going to go, well, the amulet said so, so... You know, it's just how things are, really. Our entire lives are dictated by this one magical amulet. Alright, what was this book that you gave me? How is it going to help me? The Wasp in the Nest. We got to level up in something. block. Wow, fantastic. That was super helpful. Okay, we have a free horse? Yes, Prior Maybril's paint horse. Excellent. Ah, there's no first person riding. It's always third person. Oh well, what you gonna do?
Good to see you.
At least we can get to where we need to go slightly faster because it is 2 kilometers away. It's quite a bit of a trek that we need to go on. You know what we're going to do though, just for the sake of time? We're going to fast travel. Again, wouldn't normally do this, but for the sake of today, we've got to get moving. So we've got to close shut the jaws of Oblivion.
Come on, run while there's still time. The guard still holds the road, but it's only a matter of time before they're overwhelmed.
I forgot that that was the thing that happened. Run? From what?
God's blood. You don't know, do you?
No, I really don't know anything.
Overran Kvatch last night. There were glowing portals outside the walls. Gates to Oblivion itself.
Well, that does sound
terrifying.
terrifying.
There was a huge creature, something out of a nightmare. Came right over the walls.
It's Attack on
fire
Titan.
that swarmed around it, killing. Go and see for yourself. Kvatch is a smoking ruin. We're all that's left. Do you understand me?
This voice
Everyone
acting
else is dead.
Beautiful. How did you get out, Herschel?
It was Savli and Matthias. Some of the other guards helped some of us escape. They cut their way out, right through the city gates. Savlian says they can hold the road. No, I don't believe him. Nothing can stop them. If you'd seen it, you'd know.
Such an impassioned
I'm
speech
getting
with
out
so
of here before
little
it's too late. They'll be here any minute. I'm telling
actual
you.
movement to it.
Run when you can.
All right, goodbye. You have fun now. I wonder if you can actually find him later. Does he show up somewhere?
It's the smell, really. Smoke and fire.
All right. Well, my map marker is saying we want to be up that way. What's the best way to get up there from here, actually? This way. Okay. Let's find our way up. Oh. Apologies, my computer is having a rough time with this. Let's go, horse. You're only slightly faster than I am on my own 2 feet. Ah, yes. Beautiful embers. Still, all jokes aside, this looks pretty good. Alright, here we are. How do I get off the horse? There we go. Hi! You want to tell me what's going on? Oh dear God, that looks amazing.
Stand back, civilian.
Sorry, I was trying to look at the
This is
sides.
no place for you.
Do you mind?
Get back to the encampment at once.
What will you do now?
The only thing we can do. We'll try to hold our ground, that's what. If we can't hold this barricade, those beasts could march right down and overrun the encampment.
Do you reckon anyone's told the
I have to
Imperial
try
City?
and protect the few civilians that are left. It's all I can do now.
Here, let me help.
You want to help? You're kidding, right?
No, I want to see how
If
good
you're
my punches
serious,
are.
maybe I can put you to use. It'll likely mean your death, though. Are you sure?
Oh, that's fine. Yep, I'll do whatever I can.
I don't know how to close this gate, but it must be possible, because the enemy closed the ones they opened during the initial attack. You can see the marks on the ground where they were, with the great gate right in the middle. I sent men into the gate to see if they could find a way to shut it. They haven't come back. If you can get in there, find out what happened to them. If they're alive, help them finish the job. If not, see what you can do on your own. The best I can say is good luck. If you make it back alive, we'll be waiting for you.
I do recall that the first one is pretty well done.
It's
We're not even going to
brave
ask about Martin. We don't care.
Take that!
Oh, there we go. Little scamps. A gate to Oblivion. Oh, come on. Like, with the lighting and everything, this looks pretty fantastic. Look at that. compared to the original Oblivion, this is so much more dramatic, and I am here for it. So, I'm guessing we're going in here? Why not? Into Oblivion. They obviously put like a lot of love and care into creating this. Woo! Alright. Well, let's get a little mini shield up and punch! You have more health than I would like, but not enough for me to be worried.
Thank the Nine.
Ah, hello.
I thought I'd see another friendly face.
You
The others
look like you might have a little bit of PTSD.
They were taken to the tower.
It's alright. What's going on?
Captain Matthias sent us in to try and close the gate. We were ambushed, trapped, and picked off. I managed to escape, but the others are strewn across the bridge. They took Menionot to the big tower. You've got to save him. I'm getting out of here.
Coward. Alright, fine. Captain Matthias needs your help. I'll be fine on my own.
I figured I was the last one left alive. All right. I'll try to get out of here and let the captain know what's going on.
Yes. I will be fine here on my own. Thank you very much. Could take an iron claymore, but I'm good with my fists, I think. Right. It's been a long time since I've been here, that's for sure. I think we have to go round from memory. We can't actually open these yet. Yeah, those guys had a bad time. Right, we could go that way. Don't think we're going to get far going that way, so yeah, this way it is. I forgot how cool it is actually being able to travel to these other realms, though. Skyrim didn't let you do this. Like, oh yeah, yeah, we're just going to pop you into hell as soon as possible. Seems like fun. Hop. Really? That hurt me. That little hop. Alright, there's enemies. That means we are definitely going the right way. Please stop. Thank you. Did I even drop anything? No. Stunted scamps. Where's this little scamp? He's a little friendly dude. Right. Let's keep wandering. Oh, you guys trying to trap me? Huh? Sure. Potions inside of a fleshy pod. Not suspicious at all. Cool. I don't think that's how that was meant to go. I love the like proper Oblivion physics with everything being so much more lightweight than it actually should be. And they just fail to have the heft to them that rocks should have. It's like they're made out of foam. Styrofoam. And yet they somehow still do massive amounts of damage. More fleshy pods. Okay, now these do actually look way more gruesome than they did in the original. With actually being able to see the like stitches, you're like, okay, this is something that was very much once organic. And now is, well, technically still organic. But just in a very bad way. The worst possible way. Something has seen me. No clue what. But it's in this direction. Aha, hello. You just having a little campfire down here, were ya? Beautiful. We're getting that combo going. We're good. Apparently, I stepped in fire. That's fine. This way, maybe? Oh, I suddenly seem to recall that they sometimes put landmines in these areas. I'm pretty sure that was a thing. Yep. Yep, that's a landmine. Cool, 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 cool. Can you sneak up to them? No. Solid no. Hey, Mr. Scamp, do you want to come run across the landmine? Do they trigger for you? They don't? Well, that's no fun. There I was hoping we could actually get to see one of them detonate. I mean, that looks cool. What you doing up there, buddy? Right, where are we actually going? This takes us back in the direction that we started from, but there is a tower over here. Hi. Hello. I'm here to punch you in your face. Can't make you any more ugly than you already are. Oh, you had a friend. That's kind of incredible. I feel like we're meant to be going towards that thing. Hello. Thank you for dying. We'll take some extra stuff just in case we need it later. I'm sure there'll be something that doesn't want to be killed by our fists. Alright, this looks like where we might want to be going. Oh, hi! How you doing there, buddy? You good? Remora Scout. I was just looking at the ground like you can't actually aim at me. Yeah, let me help you out. Perfect. And immediately we're getting Daedra hearts. I'm pretty sure those in Skyrim cost like thousands of gold. And now they're just like 20-ish. Ah yeah, this looks good. Also, how terrifying can these forces be? I'm a level 2 person just fisticuffing my way through an Oblivion realm. These guards must be so embarrassed. Okay, magic essence there if we need it. That looks incredible. I feel like in the original it was just like a little pillar of light. Hello. You're slightly stronger than the other one was. And bonk. Nice. Rending halls sounds delightful. I would, if I have a choice, I'd like to not be rendered. Oh, no choice. Let's go. Classic supply and demand. Yeah, absolutely. I think if I play through this game, I'm going to have to play through it as like full mercantile build. It's all about managing the economy. I saw you in there. Hi, peekaboo. Knock knock, who's there? It's your... Oh, it's my death apparently. Woo! We are hurt. Okay, okay, that's fine. I've got healing potions. You don't. Let's try and take you down first. One down, good. Nope, you're gonna miss me with that. And you miss again. I'm too quick. Can't touch this. Did get quite hurt there. But that's fine. There we go. Blood fountain. Get some health back. Excellent. We don't need healing magic. We've got blood fountains. Citadel. Door to the Blood Feast sounds like where we need to be going. Yeah, this looks right. Make our way up to the top and turn this thing off. I'm being drawn to it like a moth to a flame. Because it is literally a flame. Corridors of Dark... Like, these have such cool names. Corridors of Dark Salvation. Yeah, okay. Slightly intimidating. Knock knock. Who's there? It's a little scam. You missed me. I think you have a friend. Haha. Surprise! Excellent. Oh, and we leveled up. Oh, that's friendly. Love it. Great decor, really. Love what they're doing with the place. Can't get through there. We need a key. Alright, sure. Well, I don't think there's anything in here, so we'll carry on. No, can't go that way either. Did we miss a key somewhere? Any of you guys have it? Nope, you are all not holding any items. Random bench. I got the wrong way. You definitely had nothing either. Huh. What about you? Did you have the key? No. You're just here to bone. This way then. Back out to the door of Oblivion. Perfect. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's the stuff. Like, if you want a game that makes you feel like a proper adventurer on a mission, this'll do it. This'll do it.
Over here! Quickly!
I need to find somewhere to sleep. I don't think that was you saying anything. That's right, there is someone trapped in here, isn't there? Somewhere. Go down first.
Over here! Quickly!
I think he might be up the top. Let's not fall. Seems like a terrible idea. Alright. Where are you?
In the cage! Over here!
Okay, let me just deal with your jailer first. Take a little bit less damage. We're just going to have to tank some hits, I think. Yeah, we got this. Perfect. And we got the key. Hi! How you doing there, buddy?
Quickly! Quickly, there's no time.
I think you've got plenty of time, mate.
Tower, the sigil keep, they call it. That's what keeps the Oblivion gate open.
And how do
Find
you know
the sigil
that?
stone, remove it, and the gate will close. Hurry! The keeper has the key. You must get the key.
Yeah, you're not suspicious at all. You shouldn't know that
Take
stuff.
the key. Get to the sigil keep. Don't worry about me.
Okay. I don't seem to be able to let you out of here if I wanted to. Unless, is there a lever somewhere? This guy's just having a casual rest on the side. I love like the designs look, they always remind me of Darth Maul from Star Wars. Ah yes, is this what I'm looking for? No. I could have sworn there was a lever here somewhere. We had to let this guy out, but I don't see anything. It was either a lever or a button. Maybe it's down the bottom. Let's go have a look. So I love how not only was this corpse impaled, but on fire, but also upside down. Just to really drive the punishment home. Alright. Oh, we can't even get any further down without jumping, and I don't particularly feel like jumping. Oh, here we go. Ascension Call, that's what we want. That gives us a lift. Yeah. This is very safe. Corpse masher. I think we can still use it to get down, though. Yep. Just don't stand on the spikes. Don't stand on the holes. We'll be fine. Ow! Ow! Hi. Could you not? I would really appreciate it if you died before I did. Fantastic. Thank you. Right. Was there even anything down here? It's so freaking dark. That's the lever for the ascension thing. That's not a door. That's not a door. It's just the ascension thing again. Really? That's all that was down here? Just two dudes? Nothing hiding underneath? No, that's just a corkscrew. Well, that was absolutely worth my time. Love it. I don't even think using a torch is going to make anything easier to see down here. I'm going to check just in case because it's going to be funny. I can actually see slightly further in front of me. I take it back. It is helping slightly. Who knew that adding more fire to the place that was already filled with fire would be helpful? Not me. Alright, well, come on back down so that I can get back up. Please and thank you. You can see the bloodstains and everything. Okay. Yeah, I must be mistaken. I thought there was a way to free that guy. The evidence suggests otherwise. Alright, wonderful. Well, let's find our way back out of here, because I think now we've got the key for the main tower, so we can go a bit further there. Perfect. And we can put the torch away now. We don't need that anymore. Thank you. Alright. I reckon we'll be able to play through to clear this place out, and we'll probably call the stream there. There we go. Love it that the sigil key opens the citadel hole door. Like, yeah, those things are very obviously linked to each other. Hello. Don't mind me. I'm just coming through to shut down your portal. I don't think you really need it anymore because it seems like all the powerful people have already left. Back out to the Blood Feast. We're now higher up than before. The Punished. Ugh, look at that. Stitched together heart with boots in it. Well, I've got the boots with the fur. Now I just need the apple bottom jeans. Resist poison. Blue and green outfit. 7% resist poison. No one can take it to sell it. I also can't go anywhere from here. So I guess that was the wrong door to go through. Is it this one? Surely this puts me right back where I was. Yeah. Those are right next to each other. Of course they are. And apparently I'm in combat with something. Well, if that's not where I need to go, then I do remember there was another door down here that was also locked. So I guess we will test. Not that one. I could have sworn there was another one. No? Yeah, right here. There we go. Turns out that was a side passage after all. Okay. Hi. Let me just take that and those. Thank you. You've got nothing. And we'll just carry on through like nothing ever happened. Yeah, easy. I reckon this is where we need to go. Yeah, this looks like it. Hi up there. Is anyone here that needs to be punched? Do you have a teleporter? Yep. Okay. Stairs are overrated, apparently. They only get you so far. Got a soul gem. I think that's the first one. Not that we're ever going to need it, because we are not enchanting things. Hello. One down. Who else is attacking us? Hi there! Okay, well, tomorrow chill, you die first, because the scamp is summoned. And there. Job done. Easy peasy. Restore strength, healing. And you have to remember, this is while we're diseased. There's nothing stopping us. Okay, through we go. And at least like in these areas, because it's more confined, there are no frame rate issues. Everything's running really nice and smoothly. We're going to leave that blood fountain there because we might actually want that if we're in combat with someone. Which it looks like we will be. Alteration leveled up as well. Alright, come on. Where are you guys at? I can hear you. This way? You still further up. Oh, there you are. Missed me. The little sidestep dodge of the magic just always feels good. Thank you for dying. I will take your heart as proof of my victory. You know, that feels very in character for us. We just keep a collection of the hearts of those that we've killed. Okay, potion of sorcery. Alright, we're just about at the top, I think. Oh, wait, that was it? I thought there was going to be another boss fight. But no, that was it. Cool, we're just going to activate that, close the portal. Bob's your uncle. Descendant Sigil Stone. Oh, that's right, you used those for something. I don't remember what, though. It has been a while. Alright, and we just proved ourselves to be the most capable person in the entire place. Close the secret gates. Yep, there we go. Guys, job done. You can get into Kvatch now. You're welcome. How you doing? No? No reaction? No thank you? No praise?
How could the Nine let this happen? Are they angry with us?
Are you mad that I closed the portal? That's kind of rude.
You closed the gate.
Damn
I knew
right.
you could do it. This is our chance to launch a counterattack. I need you to come with us. You've got far more combat experience than these men. Are you able to join us now?
Kind of weak.
I can wait, but not for long. We've got to move quickly before they have a chance to barricade the city gate.
You know what? Shh. I'm not
The
ready to
longer
go
we
yet.
wait, the smaller our...
That's fine.
Be quick about it.
You guys can worry about
This
that
is our
later.
best chance to rescue the survivors from the
Don't
chapel.
think... There's a spot. No! Can't actually use that bed. That's a shame. Alright, we are going to leave it there. That's been nice to be able to see a little bit of everything. And what I will say, I think, just kind of summarize some thoughts on the game so far, is that it kind of lives up to all the expectations that I had for a remaster. It's not perfect. There are some problems with invisible walls. For example, I can't actually go that way, which is kind of annoying. Why not? I just want to jump on this rock. There we go. For some reason it wouldn't let me. There is an invisible wall right there. So I'm kind of annoyed that they put some of those barriers in place, but overall, this is pretty much everything that I would want from a remaster. It's taking everything great about the original game and basically just putting a modernized layer of paint over it. It's got some performance issues that I would like to see ironed out, and we might see some stuff come from the community, but that's typical Bethesda style, right? Release a game and then expect the community to fix it for you, which is a little bit disappointing. But it's surprising how well this game still holds up even today when it's put into a more modern engine and with the more modern coat of paint applied to it. I would say that if you're the kind of person that's never played an Elder Scrolls game before, Oblivion's a pretty good starting point if you're looking for something with a bit more depth to it than Skyrim. Skyrim is a great entry point, I think, to the series because it kind of dumbs down a lot of the RPG mechanics. So if you're looking for something with just a little bit more depth to it, a little bit more customizability, a little bit more opportunity to go off the rails and just mess around with the inbuilt systems, you absolutely can. I mean, there's so much of this game that we just simply don't have time to look at. All the different guild quest lines, the way equipment works, playing around with the magic system. I mean, the fact that this game has the magic crafting system that allows you to take spells that you've learnt and then tailor them to create new spells is something that I'm really sad that they took away from the more modern versions of the game. Gray, how's Morrowind? Asking because I have that game physically. I sunk hundreds of hours into Morrowind before I sunk hundreds of hours into Oblivion. Morrowind, I would say, is, from an RPG perspective, still the best of those 3 games. However, it's probably the clunkiest by today's standards, simply because the combat, rather than being just action RPG oriented, where if you swing a sword and within range you will hit and do damage, has hidden dice rolls behind the scenes for hit chance. So quite often you could be swinging attacks and miss because the game says that you miss, not because you weren't within range. So combat wise it doesn't feel as good, but I would say from a setting and story perspective it's superior. And I think, to me, the most disappointing thing about the Oblivion remaster is that they decided to do an Oblivion remaster and not a Morrowind remaster. That, to me, hurts my soul a little bit. However, what I hope is a couple of things. Firstly, that the success of the Oblivion remaster tells Bethesda that players are looking for an RPG with this level of depth and customization, and that they take that as feedback into whatever they're working on for the next Elder Scrolls game. We know Elder Scrolls 6 is in development and has been for a while. Hopefully this is them testing a few things to see what's going to work best for that game. On the other hand, I also hope that they take their learnings from this and use it to make a Morrowind remaster, because honestly,
how could the Nine let this happen?
This engine with Morrowind would be absolutely incredible and the best thing that they could do with this tech. That would be the dream. So if the question you're asking, Gray, is should you go and give Morrowind a try now, I think it depends on your tolerance for those kinds of combat mechanics. If you're looking for a deep game to get into that has even more customization than Oblivion does in terms of how different attributes and systems interact with each other, yeah, absolutely, go for it. But just keep in mind that it is a little bit dated now, especially if you only play the base game and not a modded version. Otherwise, I'm going to be keeping my fingers crossed that they do a Morrowind remake in the future. For now, though, I'm probably going to happily go and sink a couple of 100 hours into this on my own character behind the scenes, because I think this is going to be just a joy to play through, because it's got so much nostalgia for me. But as I said, I think it's still a great kicking off point if you're new to the Elder Scrolls as a franchise as well. Gray, you're not good at combat, but always willing to try. My advice would be to play around with magic. Morrowind has a fantastic magic system, and you can absolutely go wild with it. There's a lot of things that were in Morrowind that they took out of Oblivion because it was probably deemed to be too game-breaking. For example, spells that allow you to levitate or fly. My favourite moment still comes from early in Morrowind, where they go, oh, I think it was, you come across like a corpse that has, I think it's called the Boots of Blinding Speed or something like that. And it's literally, I think from memory, I could be wrong on this, so someone will be able to correct me, but it's boots that you equip that allow you to move incredibly fast and cover the entire game world map in seconds, but you're blind while doing so. You literally can't see anything. It's just, that's the kind of nonsense that they worked into it. Scrolls that boost your acrobatics ability through the roof, so that when you jump, you go hundreds of meters up into the air, but they don't negate fall damage. So everything's a double-edged sword until you get abilities that allow you to actually make full use of them. And there's nothing quite as fun as simply being able to jump your way from town to town in the map, because the game lets you do that. There's a lot more freedom of expression that you can do with the systems of Morrowind. They tampered that down for Oblivion to think have a bit more of a streamlined experience, and then they dumbed it down even further for Skyrim. Skyrim is the most basic out of those 3 games. But because of that, it makes it the most approachable as a starting point as well. So yeah, I think those are my thoughts on the game and where we're at. I'm excited to put more time into it to be able to get a bit further forward, because the fear that I have with this game is that they've invested a lot of time and energy into these opening moments, because they know it's what most people are going to experience and will actually see and interact with. So I'm expecting to see a lot of quality in the opening areas and in areas relating to the main quest line. Where I'm cautious and curious, I guess, is whether or not that same care and attention to detail has been applied to some of the areas that are a little bit further off the beaten path and that only pertain to side quests and things like that. So that's something I can only explore and find out by putting some more time into the game, which I'm absolutely going to do. So thank you everyone that's been hanging out with me today. Apologies for the few little technical issues we had along the way, but I will still be running a normal Wheel of Misfortune stream later this weekend, so keep an eye out for that. This was just a bit of a one-off, a little bit of fun to celebrate the fact that the game has just come out and released. So thank you for being here. Hope you have a wonderful rest of the day, and I will see you relatively soon in the next thing. And until then,